Hello everyone, I'm making myself some tea as usual. What would the live stream be without some tea, right? So we're gonna make some, I don't even know. Nothing with caffeine. I got all these teas from Germany. So those are more like herbal teas and boring teas, but these are always good for the evening. So which one should we take? Frauentee, woman's tea. That's the tea I was looking for. Never go wrong with that. I wonder what happens if I drink man tea. Guess we'll never find out. I don't even think I could buy something like man tea at the store. I've never seen a man tea. I only seen women's tea. How's everyone's Friday going? I was thinking about maybe playing a game or something on the computer with some ChatGPT or something, like a quiz. I was in a live stream of a friend earlier, and he's playing Hangman. And he said that some people play that on live stream, but I don't know how I would do that, except for manually, that would work. But I don't know how I share my screen and stuff. I would have to set something up with my computer, and I'm not willing to try that out right now. So maybe another time. But yeah. I don't even know why I'm making the tea in this. If it's just one tea bag. Might as well just use a bag. Mug. Water takes forever to boil. Also, I got some nice chocolate from Germany. Hey, Felicia. Got some German chocolate that I brought from Germany. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Toka. What's everyone up to on this Friday evening? I'm just chilling at home. I'm taking a weekend off from everything, I'm just at home doing some chores and stuff. I know, boring, but that's just life. Thank you. Come on, water. Also, everyone, you need steamy. You need to get yourself a water kettle if you don't have one yet. A German's most needed thing. It's just so much easier than a microwave, in my opinion. Hey, Alexander. I am in good old Nashville. How about yourself? Where's everyone from? What's your Friday evening looking like? What time is it where you're at? Anyone from America here, or are you European or India, or where are you guys from? Hi, Tanya. Norway. Oh yeah, I just read your name. I was like, oh, Gard sounds like Scandinavian. Hur mår du? Är du bra? I hope that was right. I haven't spoken. I know that was Swedish. I learned Swedish, but I heard that Norwegians and Swedish people can understand each other. So excuse me if I'm wrong with that knowledge, or with that, if that's not correct. That's just what I heard. Hi, Andrea. Hi, how are you doing? Merhaba. Hi, Musab. Making myself some Frauentee, women's tea that I brought from Germany. So I was thinking about playing a quiz if some people want to play a little quiz. Someone told me, I think it was my sister maybe, I don't remember, that you can play, you just go on ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to make a quiz for you, and nowadays it's super easy to do stuff like that. Danish as well, nice. I heard from the Swedish people that I learned Swedish with, they said that Danish people sound like Swedish people, but when they had like 8 beer, Does that make sense? Is that the same for you in Norway? Oh yeah, what's up? I have some Turkish people here in the community. They taught me merhaba, günaydin, güle güle, what else? Teşekkür, I think. I think that's all I remember so far. Hey, funny. I liked your trail mix. How did you move into an apartment full of trail mix? I need to find something like that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I got my tea. I know, boring Friday evening. I'm not very about that going out lifestyle anymore, even though Nashville would be a good city for that. But I'm more of a chilling with a cup of tea, eating some chocolate kind of person at the moment. So, you know, life is just phases. Like sometimes you feel like going out, sometimes you don't. But yeah, I haven't been feeling like going out in a while. So I think that time is over, you know. Maybe it's coming back, maybe not. I wouldn't be sad if it's not coming back, to be honest. Not too good. I kind of choked on a bit of my breakfast a few days ago, so my throat is almost done. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's terrible. Were you by yourself? That is scary. It happened to my sister once on Christmas. We were just sitting around the Christmas tree, eating some snacks. You know, in Germany, you usually get like you make a plate for every family member with like chocolates and like cookies and like Christmas cookies and stuff. And we were just talking, you know, in the living room and had our chocolates, and she was eating something, and then suddenly she like banged me on the head with her hand, like she like really hard. I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you hitting me out of nowhere? Like, I'm telling you, that was hard. It's like someone like punched me in the face, you know, like self-protection basically, kind of like punch. I was like, okay, calm down. And I looked at her, but she couldn't breathe. Like she was choking. So she like tried to tell me like, hey, I need you to like help me right now. Like I'm about to die. So I never did the thing, what's it called, Hyman? You know what I mean, like the where you like grip someone from the back and you just like do this, so they spit out what they are choking on. So yeah, I did that out of a reflex, you know, I've just seen it in a movie before, or you know, in a show or something. And it worked. I just did one thing, one grab, and it came out. But yeah, she said she would have choked if I didn't do that. So scary. If you're by yourself, that kind of thing can be really, really bad. I'll be back in a second. Oops, sorry. Oscar, what are you? Can I say hi? Oscar, wanna say hi? Yeah, you can say hi to Ellen. Oscar's here. He wants to say hi to y'all. There you go. Hi. Where did you learn these words? I learned them from just subscribers or yeah, Turkish YouTube friends here. They taught me some Turkish. I was happy to learn something new. And yeah, we have quite a few people from Turkey here. Every once in a while. Sometimes it's not easy, you know, with the time difference, because I'm a different time zone with America. It's harder to align that with my European friends over here, so it's not always easy, but yeah, once in a while we have some Turkish people over here. What time is it for you guys right now? You're 7 hours, right? You're like Germany time zone, I think. Or are you an hour later? Trying to think. Hi, Alfie. Thank you. You cutie. Did you hear? You're getting all the compliments. Yeah, you're being very cute. You're very cute. You already had your dinner, Schatzi. You're not getting any more food. You already gained some weight while I was in Germany. Yeah, you gotta lose a few pounds like me. I gotta lose a few pounds too. So we're in the same boat. I was in my room. My middle roommate was on the couch asleep, which is out of the norm for him. And my oldest roommate hadn't woken up yet. Heimlich maneuver. Yes, thank you. Oh wow, so you're basically by yourself, huh? That's scary. I mean, people were there, but yeah, if they're sleeping, it doesn't really help. Oh, well, I'm glad you got it out and it didn't, you know, and worse. So yeah, I hope your throat is healing fast. That must be really, really sucking right now with the sore throat. I felt like I had a sore throat this morning, but then I took some vitamin C and some zinc and had some tea, and now I'm drinking another tea. And I think it was just, the air was kind of weird. Like I don't know, it was some sort of pollen, I think. 5:20 p.m. right now for me. Oh yeah, you guys are early. I always forget. You're all the way over there at the West Coast, the pretty West Coast. I'm here in the South, the Midwest, South. No, it's not Midwest, it's South. Technically, it's not really South, but it's kind of in the middle, like pretty much right in the middle. But yeah, Tennessee is still considered South. And I'm gonna go to my computer now. I'm gonna take you guys with me. And ignore the mess in the back, please. Ain't nobody got time for cleaning up. Oh, also, I wanted to check the results from that survey that I did with you. Hey, Ami, hey, Esther. Ami, just said my own name. I just read while I was talking. All I could think was swallow, treating it like a cold. Yeah, and that's good that you were able to swallow that, for sure. Oscar, what's up? You want to sit in the back? Come. You can walk a little. Go. You don't need me. Oscar, I can't watch you 24/7, okay? Oscar would love for me to watch you 24/7 and entertain her. Okay? Go play with your game, Schatzi. And your toy? It's right there. But she's going a little blind, so... Oh, hi. I was like, Bezos. Sounds familiar. Changed your name again, huh? Well. Wait. It's Jay or is it Andrea and Lisa? No, I'm confused. I thought you had Bezos the Mariposa or something name. A shout out to Whisker Biscuit. A shout out to Whisker Biscuit. Shout out to Oscar. That's the only shout out I give. Oscar! Me too. The one and only. The one and only Jay. Mm-hmm. Can you hear yourself? It's just a hubby, don't be confused, please. It's not Oscar making those sounds. Yeah, I see. Okay, Oscar, you ready to play some games? Oscar's doing well, right? How are you doing? Are you doing good? He's doing good, I guess. There's always something to complain about, though. I sent you... Oi. Hey, Schatz, can you stop that? Thank you. Husband is looking for attention over there, I guess. And he is a spoiled brat, I agree. And it feels really good to be back in the States, Andrea. Mainly just because, Oscar and the husband, but just being able to go back to work and just being back in routine. Good job, Schatzi. How's everything going for you, Andrea? Also, thank you so much for participating, guys, in the survey that I did. So I'm gonna check the results now. So we'll see if we have any winner. I mean, not a winner, but like if something's standing out, Because I asked about what people are struggling with the most.
Yeah, let me play.
And what?
Let me play.
Huh?
One of your comments says let the husband yell and play.
Do not. Yeah, right. Sure thing, Shatsi. Sure thing. Let me find the channel. Let him have fun. Let the husband yell. Jay said that actually. I was like, no one said that. Yeah. Jay, are you my hobby side now? Okay, guess you're all like the guys, huh? The guys are bonding over here. Oh well. Well, then have fun. Play and have fun. I don't see Serby. Rock, paper, scissors, lame. Okay. I know how I would play that. How could anyone play back to me, Schatz? Rock, paper, scissors, you goon. Okay, so. Alright. So, I asked you guys on the community tab, what do you struggle with the most? I said getting out of bed on time, scrolling on the phone too much, keeping up with house chores, or all of the above. Duh. So people said scrolling on the phone too much. Most of y'all said that. So 45% actually. And then the second biggest portion is all of the above. So, but yeah, still scrolling on the phone. Definitely one. Make new survey. I'll make a new one. It's fun. I want to make some more from now on. I'll definitely try to remember. I got 2 of the surveys wrong. I got Oscar's nickname and 1 other wrong, and that's okay. That's fine. I mean, some of you have only joined us for, a couple weeks or months, so some of the answers you couldn't know if you haven't been here longer or if you haven't watched like the older videos, I think, with the camping at least. I'm not sure. But yeah, the other question was, what does Oscar like to do, or what's his favorite thing about camping? So it's like kayaking, sleeping in a tent, bonfires, eating dead fish that he finds at the lake. And the answer is eating dead fish he finds at the lake, because he likes gross stuff, like he likes eating gross things that he finds. I try to stop him from doing that, but sometimes, can't control him all the time. What? He's sitting there, looking at me, wanting something. But yeah, he hates kayaking, so some people say kayaking, and I wish that was true, but he doesn't like kayaking. Sleeping in a tent, he doesn't really like it. He likes sleeping, but not in a tent necessarily. Kind of freaks him out that he's like in a little space and he always like runs against the tent, with his head, and he's trying to like dig out of it. So he's not a huge fan of the tent. Bonfires he does like. That's like the second favorite thing, I think. I'm just chilling there and sitting at the fire and feeling warm and cozy. But yeah, eating the fish is definitely his favorite. And we have almost spelled regularly. Oh, you have the same name, nice. Almost, just the Z and the S, nice. I've seen those surveys. Oh, okay, good. I thought maybe it didn't show it to you. I'm glad it did. But yeah, those questions were not tricky. Some people didn't know, but that's totally fine. I mean, how would some of you know, right? OP was another one. Which one is not one of Oscar's nicknames? So we had Ogre, Sir Yogurt, Hi, Betrayed, OP, or Mr. O. And Mr. O is actually some name that Shuriken came up with. I didn't name Oscar like that, but for some reason I adapted it because I think it's cool. Like Mr. O, it just sounds nice. So I say Mr. O. Sir Yogurt. I don't know why I came up with that, so I call him Ogre, Yogurt, or Sir Yogurt sometimes. And Ogre. Shalom. It's not O anyway, it's my family name, I don't use that, but yes, I understand. I mean, I guess there's certain different ways to write it, right? Similar to British English and American English, like some words you spell a little bit different in English and British English and American English, but almost the same, just like a letter is different or so. Hi to Israel. How is everything going over there for you in those times? But yeah, let's see if we can do a little game with ChatGPT. And yeah, I'll try to remember to make more surveys. I think they're really fun. I like doing surveys on YouTube whenever there's someone I subscribe to and they do surveys. I don't know, it's like, has like the game character, right? So I like to do that. So I try to do that myself now. Okay, what could we ask ChatGPT? Shati. Now that I need a selfie, he's not there. What kind of tea are you drinking? I am drinking, it's called Frauentee. That means woman tea. So it's just like an herbal tea that I brought from Germany. And in Germany, our teas are really cheap. And they undergo a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Controls or, checks. So usually stuff that you buy in Germany is pretty much safe to drink and eat, I think. Take it with a grain of salt, but that's just what I think. And it's really cheap, so a thing of tea is like 70 cents. Hey, Shuriken. It goes well, thank you. How's your Friday going? And Najib, what are you up to on this Friday? Oscar. Hi, Fundy. Yo. Let me get it. Don't bite me, please. Don't bite me. You're fine. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Okay. Goofball. Going pretty well, low key. Okay, pretty well. It's at least not bad, so that's good. Andre in California, Pacific Northwest, in the beautiful part of America. I mean, don't get me wrong, America is beautiful, and all states are beautiful, but in their own way. It depends on what you prefer, right, and what you like, if you like mountains, or forest, or water. Oh, Shati. But yeah. Would y'all like to play a game? You want to play a game with me? The husband said no. Wow. Yes, I'll play with the chat then. I didn't even want to play with you. I'm kidding. Can you, so we're gonna ask, I know I'm usually not a ChatGPT person, I'm a little, skeptical with AI and stuff, but it can come in handy when you wanna make something like a game. My bag is a bit short. I dug out the front floor bed last evening so I could put in river rocks. Oh wow. I'm sorry to hear, Shuriken. But it did sound like it did look like you were still able to throw, or was it like an older shorts that you did? Or that I saw? But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that your bag is not the best right now. I hope you'll recover soon. Get some, do you have a heating pad or something? That usually helps me a lot when I have like some muscle pain. Or, yeah, laying on a heating pad is like the really only thing that works for me. Magnesium maybe, or like a hot shower. 6 bundles of yarn today. 6 bundles, wow. Nice. What you gonna make, Andrea? You want to play with me? Oh, Schatz. Fundy wants to play Hell Dive.
Who?
Fundy.
Who?
Trayvon.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
tell him I'm making chocolate with strawberries.
But make sure they're not molded.
Huh?
Make sure they're not molded. They've been in there for a while. The husband is.
It's only been like a couple days.
Can somebody tell the husband that strawberries, a couple of days in the fridge basically means death for the strawberry already?
It's almost like the wife that
she hit the hush, I know. But yeah, strawberries maybe are good for like a day or two in the fridge and then they're useless. Strawberries are like, I don't know, they think there's something better or something. They have like a problem. Like you have to eat them the same day you buy them. It's so annoying. Like blueberries are cool, you know. You can always eat them like sometimes even a week later. But strawberries, like what's your problem, strawberries? I don't feel comfortable. Oh. No, that's okay, Andrea. You don't have to say where you live, obviously. That goes for everyone. If anyone asks you a question, you don't have to answer it, obviously. I totally get that. The short was from last week, I think, and I just take it. I'll leave. Okay, I got you. Not all that bad. Okay, I hope it's not too bad. I know sometimes people say it's not that bad, but it's actually really bad, but I hope it's not that bad. Hi, Wakas. You got homework. You always got homework. I've never seen you not having homework. So, okay. Hi, Jesus. I am from Germany, but I live in the United States. No entiendo un carajo. What's carajo again? What's carajo again? Schatzi.
Yeah.
When you melt the chocolate, you gotta be really careful. It burns easily.
It has melt on the oven.
Okay.
Hey,
huh?
Where's the sweetener at? Oh, never mind. Got it.
Yeah, strawberries can go from 0 to 0 in like 8 hours. Yeah, see, sure can agree. Like in 8 hours they go bad sometimes. Like they're strawberries are something else. Where are you from, Jesus? Andrea, that's okay. We were actually past that already. Says you don't understand. Oh, okay. Did I miss anyone? Hello to everyone. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. Hi to Egypt, Karma. Okay, so do you guys want? So I'll let you choose. Do you guys want to play a game where I ask ChatGTP like 5 knowledge questions, like a medium level, like not too hard, not too easy, and we'll see who is the first answering them? Or do you guys want like a random fact in like 5 sentences or so? Sometimes I like to do that and ask ChatGTP for a random fact, so I learn like a random fact. What do you prefer? Me too. I've never been to Egypt. It's actually really close from Germany if you go by plane. Colombia, nice. I don't remember anyone in the community being from Colombia. I think you're the first one. She's Jesus. Not Jesus, Jesus, I think. Hey, Crab. What are you up to back in the US? Yes, I am back in the US. You're right. I made it back from Germany finally. After a month of being in Germany, I made it back. And I'm glowing like a piece of bacon. I just did some, what's it called, gua sha, like that stone that you do, you know, that face massage where you do like this with that stone. And you have to use a little bit of face oil to do that. So I glow like, I just ran a marathon, but I didn't. I actually haven't even been to the gym today. Or have I? Have you been to the gym today?
Huh?
Have you been to the gym today?
No.
Okay, no, we haven't. We were yesterday, I think. Nazi in Puerto Rico. What's red flag games? Ow. I have such a... I accidentally hit myself with the hair dryer earlier. Like I hit my nose and I hit my mouth, so I had like a nosebleed and I have like a sore spot on my lip. So I just accidentally touched that. Guess I gotta learn Spanish at one point, huh? How's life going for you, Crab? How is Pumice Stone? What's that? And meowing, that's a Susie in the back, or Moose. She got all the different names. The husband is doing something in the kitchen, so the cats are going crazy. They're like, ooh, food for us. Say less. Pumice stone. Oh, pumice stone. No, that's like the pumice stone, Bimstein. That's, that would be very rough to use on the face, I think. I mean, I don't know, for exfoliation, I guess. But it's like a smooth kind of thing. Like think of like jade or like rose quartz. You know, it's like very smooth and it's like thin, and then you just like it's for your lymphatic system and your blood flow. And I tried for a while to do that every day. I'm not a very good person for sticking to habits, or when it comes to sticking to habits, unfortunately. So I use it like once a week or so. Hey Fabien. Bonsoir. Put an ice pack on it. Who's needing an ice pack? Me. Yeah, I know. I had a little bit of I had like an ice cube in my mouth earlier, and it helped a little bit. Thank you. But it's much better now already. Hi Antonio. Thank you. I think we have like a Spanish stream today. I think we all need to learn Spanish. Maybe that's a good incentive for me. Oh, you know that stone? I had to look it up. I never heard it in English. The red flag is a dating game. I guess it will work differently with chat. Army reads the 3 cards and chat votes who they would date. It's called red flags because none of the cards are good. Oh, I got you. Yeah, it sounds familiar now that you say that. I think I might have even played that before, but I was probably a little bit drunk or so. So it's been a while, and I hardly remember that. That's the game for people in the same room together. Yes, I think that would be way easier if we were in the same room. It's a little harder if people would have to write the answer and stuff. Hi, Walter Harris. How you doing? Life it certainly is going. I shouldn't complain. That's good. Oscar, how old is he, by the way? That is a good question. I don't know for sure since we found him on the street. He could be anything. He's definitely not young anymore, so he's at least 10 years old. I would say 10 to 13 years old. My guess is like 11, 12. Look at this cool mug. I got this from the Renaissance Festival in Tennessee 2 years ago. Not last time, 2 years ago. And it's like handmade. I think it's really cool. I love the colors. It was like $35. I was like, what the? But yeah. But yeah, thank you for asking, Crab. I appreciate that. How about we'll start with the 5 questions and then we'll do the random fact. Or we do the random fact first, actually. Okay, I always have to be polite to chat because you never know if AI takes over the world one day. So, good evening, chat. How are you doing? Could you please give me or us a random fact in 4 sentences? Thank you very much. Okay. Or it's good to be nice to chat or to AI. Just saying. I didn't have came to make you. Thank you, Fabien. Merci beaucoup. That's a nice mug. 35 is fair. I mean, yeah, I guess for homemade, like self-made or like handmade. That's the word I'm looking for. It's definitely not too bad. I'm just so used to, like the store prices. So nowadays, yeah, it's terrible. Capitalism, globalization and stuff makes you like roll your eyes if something is $35. But if it's handmade, you're right. It's actually not a bad price. Just compared to, like Walmart or something, of course. In human years, Oscar would be in his 70s. Yeah, you're actually right. He would be. Yeah, in his 70s. Isn't that crazy? When I was in Germany for a month, I felt really bad because I was like, if I'm gone for a month and dogs age 7 times faster, I basically miss out 7 months of Oscar's life, which is a very long time for an old dog, you know. So yeah, I felt really, really sad that I couldn't see him for so long. But at the same time, I saw family, so you know that makes up for it. And it's not a football team on my mug, no. It looks like it though. It could be, right? Like some British football or soccer team. And it's not my new computer, it's the old one. Like it's still, the old one is still working for like basic like browsing and stuff, you know. But it's not like letting me edit my stuff or upgrading my stuff, like apps that I need. So I had to update my computer. 7:1 ratio, doctor me exactly, crap. I think that's what I heard too. Love that mark. Speaking of, 8 gram of this 225 show me in a guy one. And got 20 good infusions out of it. Very impressive. Wow, yeah, 20. That's pretty impressive. You best definitely get some out of your tea. You get a run for your money. Is that an appropriate term for tea? I don't know. So Jay agrees with the 7 ratio. Okay, I guess we're all right. If we all heard the same thing, I must be right. I made a mug like that in the pottery class. Nice, how cool. I wish I could go to a pottery class. We don't really, although there is one here, I think. But it's like super expensive, so I must see if there's like a cheaper one. I think it's like close to like $150 or so. So I have been a little hesitant to do that. Okay, are you guys ready for a random fun fact? Good evening, ChatGTP says. I'm doing well, thanks for asking, and I hope you're having a great evening too. That goes for all of us, since I said us. Here's a fun fact for you. Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. 2 hearts pump blood to the gills, while the third pumps it to the rest of the body. And that third one actually stops when they swim. So 1 heart is stopping when they're swimming. That's crazy. Their blue blood comes from a copper-rich protein called which helps them survive in cold, low-oxygen environments. Interesting. They have 3 hearts. Wow, imagine. I think cows have 4 stomachs. I'm gonna look it up. And yes, cows are often said to have 4 stomachs, but technically they have 1 stomach with 4 compartments. Oh, okay. So that it's like parted in 4 parts. Okay, it's only 1 stomach, so I was wrong. Bye, Shuriken. Catch you later or next time. Have a good evening. I wonder when dogs bark at each other or people, I wonder if they cuss sometimes. I don't know. That's a good question. Let's ask ChatGPT. If dogs bark do they cuss? Maybe Chat knows more than we do. Okay, so Chat says that's a fun thought, but no, dogs don't cuss at each other. When dogs bark at each other, they're communicating emotions or intentions like stay away, let's play, this is my turf. Some might sound aggressive or rude, but they're not using a dog version of swearing. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's probably what we all thought already. But that'd be funny if they would cuss, you know, if they had like a secret language or so. Maybe they do. I mean, how would we know, right? Bye, AJ. See you next time. Thank you for stopping by. These are true facts, crap. We haven't started the game yet, but we can if you want to. She protects, she attack, but more importantly, she always snack. I sure do. I always snack. SNEGG. Snack. But yeah, that is definitely most importantly for me. No wonder I gained I would say 15 pounds, but I think there's even more. Like within like 2 months or so. So, yeah, she do be snacking, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna ask chat for 5 questions now, okay? Can you give us 5 questions? Quiz medium hard level about same with birds singing. They don't sing for the sake of it. It's how they communicate territory, threats, and desire to mate. True. Someone mentioned that to me before. I think it was my husband. We were walking around. And I was just like saying how beautiful the birds sound in the morning, and he was like, you know, that they're just wanting to do the deed. They're just like shouting at each other, like, "Hey, shorty," you know, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of funny to think about that. Take care, Jay. See you next time. 21 questions. Oh yeah, funny, you had 21 questions. Let me finish those 5 questions and see who has the answer to them, like who's the winner or who has the most answers, or who's right. About, can you give me a topic? So should we do any topic, like random, or do you want like a specific field, like geography, animals, anything like that? I'll let you guys decide. Anything is possible. De nada, amigo. Look who. Oh! Vasily is sitting next to me. I just tried to touch him. He is like screaming. I like that. Nature or geography. Okay, let's do nature and geography. Hey! Okay. Guys, let's behave, at least for the chat, okay? So they think we're normal. Just for a little bit. Okay, so I don't have the answers. The answers will be below. So I have to ask it for the answers, so I'm not getting like spoiled, you know? So I'm gonna guess with y'all. All right. I know everything, bring it on. All right, we'll see. And animals would be great too, I agree. That's exactly my my 3 options: nature, geography, and animals. That would be my favorite too, so I'm glad you said that. Begging your pardon, but I am not your friend. Okay. Are you talking to him? I got you. Okay. All right. Anything I missed? Birds isn't that where a princess sings? Okay. So, which desert is the largest in the world by area? I think I know the answer. A. Gobi Desert. B. Sahara Desert. Antarctic Desert. Arabian Desert. Okay, I don't know the answer. Now that I think about it. By area, including cold deserts. Okay. Gobi, Sahara, Antarctica, Arabian. So we're just gonna answer 5 questions about geography or nature. It's like a mixed quiz. So we'll see who has the most right answers. Okay, I have to say my answer too. My first guess was Gobi. And then it says cold deserts are included. And then I was like, maybe Antarctic then? I could see that. But Gobi is pretty big. I mean, they're all big, right? Right, Arctic. That's what I'm thinking now too. The first guess is Gobi. Area. I don't know. I think I would go with Antarctic, but we'll find out later. Okay. Okay, remember your answers, guys, okay? I'm letting everyone answer first. Antarctic, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I think we all almost agree. Okay, if anyone wants to participate, we need your answer now. Otherwise, we're gonna keep going to the next question. Okay, number 2. Polar deserts, exactly. So you can still change your question, your answer, but you said Gobi and Arctic, right? So I guess you have more chance of winning with 2 answers. I go with Antarctic. Just thinking about it again. But yeah, my first guess is Gobi. Okay, next one. What is the name of the tectonic plate on which most of Japan lies? We're looking for the tectonic plate that has the most land, like Japan is laying on, like with the biggest part of it. Is it a Eurasian plate? Is it the Pacific plate? Is it the Philippine Sea plate? Or is it a North American plate? Eurasian, Pacific, Philippine, North American. So it's definitely not Eurasian. Okay, let me think. So this is Atlantic, Pacific. No. Philippine? I would guess Philippine. Pacific? Okay. I didn't consider that. A desert doesn't necessarily need to be hot. It just needs to not have much, if any, life. Exactly, Andrea. That's why it extra pointed it out again, because a lot of people would think of heat and, you know, sand. But yeah, it just says cold is included. Or snow deserts. And yeah, Eurasian, Pacific, Philippine, North American for Japan. I go with Philippine Sea plate, but I don't know. I don't know, it could be Pacific. 100%? Okay. Well, it's not North American. We would have drilled or... Good point. Good point for extra point for you for that joke. I'm gonna wait for everyone's answers. Eurasian, Pacific, Philippine, North American. Hi, Pichani. But yeah, I could see Pacific plate now that you say that. It's probably also the biggest one. In Japan, I mean, it would make sense. The Philippine Sea plate is probably small. Guess we'll find out. Like I said, I don't have the answers yet. I have to ask the thingy for the answers. So I can't see them. Hi, Habas. How are you doing? Good morning or good evening here. Jokes are like Malaysian Airlines. Some jokes land, but some... Oh, that turned dark. That was pretty dark. That was a pretty dark one, my friend, but still a little funny. I have to admit. I'm doing good. How about yourself? We're playing a little geography quiz right now, or a nature quiz. Thank you, how about? Okay. So, have we decided on a plate? Oh, it's thundering outside. Let me check my weather news, weather thingy. Weather news channel. That's the word I'm looking for. Weather service. Always gotta have an eye on that here in America, because you never know. Tornadoes and stuff, you know. Ugh, great. Friday afternoon, storms are possible. Damaging winds, isolated tornado, heavy rainfall, cloud to ground lightning, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. So we got 2 more hours. There's some risk of severe storms, level 2 out of 5 with a cold front passing. Isolated hail, okay. That's great. I'm gonna be back in a second, guys. I gotta check the weather real quick. So that's what I always do. I'll show you. So here you see all the crap coming in. Crap not referring to your name. And then here you see is like some alerts, you know, whenever it's like in a colored, like a triangle or something, it's usually like a big thunderstorm coming in or a tornado, but it changes color. So Punjab, it's flooding. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's early for you. How about good morning then? I hope your morning is going well. I hope so too, Andrea. We'll find out eventually. So far, it's still a little bit away. So we'll probably have like another 20 minutes before it rolls in. But yeah. Thank you, Andrea. I just caught that Malaysian Airlines joke. I'm Malaysian. Yep, that was a good one. Dark, but good. German likes dark humor, unfortunately. We have a very schwarzer Humor, dark humor, like the British. Hi, Yaman. I am sorry, I'm very high on ice cream. Oh, you had ice cream? Okay. I was like, wait, what? That's funny. I wish. I do have ice cream. Shall we? I know I just talked about losing weight and now I'm talking about ice cream. Y'all are a bad influence. I'm kidding. You're not. I mean funny specifically right now because you reminded me of ice cream. Stop that. I need to drink my herbal tea. I don't need ice cream. I don't need ice cream. Just herbal iced tea, tea is all I need. It is so delicious. Not really. Okay, next question, okay? Are you guys ready? You have the attention span of a squirrel. I know, I gotta focus. Which tree? Okay, you want to see something dark? Watch the movie The Boy and... Oh, I saw that one. That is so sad. Yeah, that's a terrible... I mean, it's a good movie, but it's sad. I watched something similar like that with my sister when I was in Germany. It's about the people that were working next to one of those camps. Was basically just showing the life of the German family there, just acting like, you know, like normal life, and they're kind of like prospering because they get pretty wealthy from that job. And then on the other side you could see what's behind the wall happening, like you could hear the screams. It never showed what happened. It was just like really just showing from the German family's perspective, which was really interesting to see it like that. But you would hear like the screams and, you know, yeah, that was pretty terrible. Oh no, you're good, crap. We don't care about typos here. I've heard German have a very flat sense of humor. Do you think you could translate a German joke to English and see how differently it lands? We do. There's definitely some flat jokes. I can see that. I think for us, it is we like situational comedy a lot, where it's like, you kind of laugh about the situation, you know, people just like keep like a straight face, and then that's the funny part about it, you know, kind of like, have you seen The Office? Like, kind of like The Office humor. I think that's like a little bit of a German humor. Have you seen South Park? There's like an episode where they talk about German humor and Germans not being funny, and then they're like, what was that? A German knocks at the door, or what was it? It's like super stupid, but, and I was like, this is not German humor. It kind of made me not upset, but I was like, yeah, right, that's not German humor. But I kind of got what they were like, where they're going. That's my sense of humor. Nice. I like South Park too, and The Office. Last time Germans tried to make English understand, I am not even going to finish that. I'm coming here. Y'all. Gotta drink a little bit of herbal tea on that one and act like I didn't read that. You saw that movie yesterday. I was hoping beyond hope that the parents of the one boy could rescue him in time. Oh, so sad. Well, it's still fresh for you then. For me, it's like a couple years ago. So it's, yeah. It's a rough movie. It's like Schindler's List. One of those movies. It's definitely not putting you in a good mood, but it's good just to watch stuff like that, just to see what happened and to, empathize and to, appreciate your own life, basically, I think. Also your sense of humor. Well, I'm glad. Knock, knock, who's there? It doesn't matter, we are following order. That was the joke. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. German humor is a little silly. Like, there's this one German joke I heard so many times now. It's also knock, knock. So it's knock, knock. No, what is it? That would make sense. So I have to skip that one because it's only funny in German because of the wordplay. But so here we go, crap. But what's the most annoying part when you're eating dinner? What's the most annoying thing when you're eating dinner? That's a question, like a joke. In case people didn't notice that, because they thought that's already the joke because I'm German, but it's not. There's still something coming. So, and I'm trying to think of the other joke from South Park. It's like with muesli, like the cereal, like muesli box, it's like a cereal thing. It's like a butcher knocking, or a butcher going somewhere and eating muesli or something. But yeah. So yeah, what's the most annoying part about eating dinner? Or when you're eating dinner? An avalanche. So yeah, that's a German joke, It's not even funny. Are you listening to my stream? I don't know if the husband's listening to my stream. He just laughed when I gave the answer, but he's probably watching something else. Oh yeah, he's watching something else. I thought he laughed at my German joke because it was a really good one, but he is watching something else. I just saw his phone there. We have a phrase in English, on the nose. It's like when a joke is very obvious or easy, cheap, if you will. That's the kind of humor that I'm not fond of. Yes, thank you. I never knew the name for a joke like that. That's exactly the humor I don't like at all. It is just so obvious, like everyone laughs or they want you to laugh, and I'm like, nah, you gotta give me a little bit more for me to laugh. So there's a good show right now on Netflix that I had to laugh a couple times. It happens very rarely that I have to laugh during shows. Like The Office is one of the rare ones. Yes, I'm from Germany, Herbert. And it's called Too Much, I think. It's like a new one. It's like with this girl going to London. Wow.
You gotta freeze it though.
Yeah, look, the husband just made chocolate-covered strawberries. Nice. Did you wash the strawberries? Wow.
I thought you did already. I thought you ate some already.
I did not.
Oh.
Well, I guess at the store they don't do it either, and I eat those, so
I need to put them in the freezer.
Okay.
You want me to dip them again?
Double dip in chocolate?
Yeah.
Don't ask me. You know my answer.
You want to try one without it?
Yes. We'll try one before it's frozen. It's very soft.
Huh?
It's still very soft.
Mm-hmm. I just did them.
It's good. Talking about losing weight. Where are you from, Habash? Sorry if I asked already. Typical, right? I agree.
How's the sweetness of the chocolate?
It's good. But I want to freeze this.
Okay.
I don't want to have like a mess on my face. It's good though. That's a lot of strawberries. But next time we gotta wash them. All those pesticides. Hi, Priya. Did you wash the strawberries? It's crazy. Why is that crazy? Isn't that like a normal question? Are you fangirling the strawberries and husband the same time?
I gotta figure out what to do with the rest of this.
We love dark jokes, dark humor, and self-deprecation, if you will. That's probably coming down from the British colony.
I'm probably gonna have to make chocolate bars.
Wow, it's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Dip your finger. Try the sweetness.
Gross, everyone I know. Well, you're here voluntarily. If you don't like it, it's good.
The sweetness is good?
Yeah.
It's not too sweet.
Oh, can it be too sweet for me? Be realistic.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably not. Okay. Okay, y'all.
It's 0 calories sweetener too.
I know, it's good.
It's from the monk fruit extract.
The hubby made 0 calorie sweetener chocolate. We'll see. I hope it hardens up, in the freezer. I hope it hardens up in the freezer. Hi everyone. Okay, let's go to question number 3. Sorry guys. I'm doing so many different things here. I know it's terrible. Like I'm so easily distracted. Which tree species is known for having the longest lifespan, with some individuals living over 4,000 years? Is it the oak tree, sequoia tree, baobab, bristlecone pine? Is it oak, sequoia, baobab, bristlecone pine? 4,000 years or longer sometimes, like the lifespan. Oh.
Make chocolate bars or something.
Oh yeah. I would like your husband to make an appearance every once in a while. Aw, see?
What?
People say that they would like you to make an appearance once in a while. I agree, Andrea.
Hello.
Yay! I bet they all blinked in the second when you did that. They're like, what happened? We call it, crap. You know what? All the men here on your side. Crap just said we call that nagging when I ask you about the strawberries if you wash them. He calls it yapping. I'm a yapper, apparently. But it's funny. I like how you guys are always like, not always obviously, but it's just like a phenomena I witnessed. And it's funny. It makes me laugh. The third one, baobab, sequoia. I think sequoia is pretty tall, yeah. Bristlecone pine, see? More than a minute, dude. What is he? Camera shy? He is a little camera shy. But I have, Andrea, I have videos of my husband. It's the Germany vlogs from last summer. So if you want to see how he, like, is, like, what kind of guy, or how we interact. It's my Germany vlogs. You see him. I forced him because that was when I started my YouTube, so he didn't have the chance to say that he doesn't like it, because how would you know before you try it? But now that he doesn't like it, or that he told me he doesn't like it, I can't put him into my new videos, only like sequences. So try to respect that, of course. Okay, bristlecone pine, final answer. And yes, I am, Priya. And thank you for answering, Andrea. Bristlecone pine, baobab, sequoia, oak. I don't know. Bristlecone pine is so specific that it has to be the answer, right? Baobab. I know baobab is used for something. It's like a superfood. I don't know. I go with baobab. I don't know. That's just my guess. Thank you. No longer the boyfriend. Okay, bristlecone pine. We got bristlecone pine. We got the third one, baobab, and sequoia. All right. Lake Baikal. Question number 4. Lake Baikal. Although, Andrea, we need your answer first. Oak, sequoia, baobab, bristlecone pine. If you want to participate, you don't have to, of course. Oh, I know the next one. Yay, at least something. I thought I would know much more, but I put the level pretty high. I said we want medium to hard level questions. The question was which tree can be up to 4,000 years old or older, the longest lifespan? Oak, sequoia, baobab, or bristlecone pine? And I love trees, so I'm excited to learn a new fact about trees. Oak. I can see that. Oaks can get really, really tall. If that tree could talk, I'm sure it would cry. Probably, so it's probably best that we can't understand trees. Although, it would be really cool, honestly, if we could talk to trees. Wouldn't that be something, being able to talk to a tree? I wonder if there would be like in Lord of the Rings, you know? In the second part. Is it the second part? Or is it the third part? Is it a second part with the trees in the Lord of the Rings, or the third part? I think it's the second. I have to rewatch. I usually do like a Lord of the Rings marathon every year, usually around November, just because of the vibe, you know, like I know, just something about fall or winter where it's like nicer to watch things like that, or where the vibe fits better. What is that? Great question, Priya. And let's answer that question in a mature way. It is slightly below body temperature. That's why the things are outside of the body. And there's like an old school technique that they used in the not Middle Ages, but you know, before certain times, where they would put them in hot water, or they would go to the sauna to destroy them. So I hope that answered the question in a very normal way. But ends, yes, ends. I was like, is it M's or ends in English? I wasn't sure if it's like the same name in English too. But yeah, exactly. Thank you. I knew someone would help me out here. Oaks lack the necessary reasons to preserve themselves. It would have to be some species of pine. Ah. Hi, Kalle. Wie geht's? The reasons. Yeah. It made almost no sense. That is true. It is not my first language. Are you fluent in German? Der weiße Mann, sprichst du fließend Deutsch, mein Freund? Dann können wir nochmal sprechen. Falls nicht, dann eher nicht. Okay, ich sage, or I say the baobab. I said that, I think, already. Okay, number 4. Lake Baikal, the world's deepest freshwater lake. I don't want any. Thank you. No, I'm good. I don't want any bread.
Take one bite.
No, I don't want any. Oh. It's good. It's like Nutella. Okay, Lake Baikal, the world's deepest freshwater lake, is located in which country? Russia, Canada, China, Kazakhstan. Oh, now I'm torn. I know it's between 2. It's like, I think it's Russia. I go with Russia. I don't think it's like in Kazakhstan. That's too easy. That's what I thought too. I was like, this is an easy question. Like the first one where I'm like sure that I'll be able to answer that. The other one could be all the answers. Yeah, pretty much, I think. Okay, number 5, Kazakhstan. I was Like when I read Kazakhstan, I was like, okay, maybe it's in Kazakhstan, but I think it is Russia. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Because I also had a friend that went to like Baikal and she studied Russian in university. So, you know, apart from hearing that it's in Russia, that would also make sense that it is Russia. Borat is from Kazakhstan. Borat from the movie. And that is my husband, Priya. Which natural phenomenon, and I don't remember that fact, which natural phenomenon causes the northern lights or aurora borealis? Okay, is it the Earth's rotation? Is it the ocean currents? Solar wind interacting with Earth's magnetic field? Volcanic activity? That's easy too, I think. It has to be C, right? Solar wind and the magnetic field. Because the lines that you see and like the wall basically. Lake Baikal is in nearly the same size as Kazakhstan. It is huge, yes. Lake Baikal is huge. Solar wind interacting with Earth's magnetic field. I agree. Okay. Chad asked me if we want the answers. Yes, please. Ask me, want to say hi again? Okay. Okay. Are y'all ready for the answers? I am. Okay, Oscar, you want to give us the answers? Okay, the desert that is the largest in the world is the Peppers. The Antarctic desert. Yay. We were right. Okay. Answer number 2. What is the name of the tectonic plate on which most of Japan lies? It's the Philippine Sea Plate. Hi, that was my first guess. But I wasn't sure about that one. That was like more like a, just a guess. Ozone. True. Just a little like, seeing colors and stuff. Good point. Shut up. Are you upset? No. Are you upset? What? What? Is it past your bedtime already? It's not bedtime yet, Chansey. No, it's the weekend. You can be up a little bit longer, Schatz. You can go to bed, by the way. You don't have to wait for me. Oh. He has selective seeing, Andrea. He can see if he wants to see, and if he doesn't want to see, he doesn't see. It's like the same with his hearing. You see yourself in the camera? Aww. Yeah? You see yourself? Look how handsome. You're super handsome. I know. Yeah. This is you. Oh. Are you upset? Okay, the tree, the longest living tree or the longest lifespan is the Bristol pine. Okay. Good guess. That was crab. That's the right answer to that. Lake Baikal is in Russia. So it was answer A. And then the number 5 is the solar wind interacting with Earth's magnetic field. So we were right with that one. You're so silly. Woo. He likes to do his wolf howling in the evening. That's like, I don't know. He likes doing that before bedtime. So he's like howling like a wolf. Hungry outside? Outside? No? Hungry, he just ate like an hour before the live stream, so he should be okay. But yeah, he's definitely going blinder than he was. He's like, he has cataracts, so he has like a little bit of like a grayish tint to his eye. But yeah, you saw that too. impression that I got when he looks into the light. There's a cloudiness. Yes, exactly. So he's not fully blind. He still sees, I would know if he was fully blind, like he would like literally run into everything. But so he can see if there's like an elevation, if it's daytime. In the dark he can't see very well. So it's definitely worse in the evening. Or when the sun is like right in his eyes, like when it's like blinding him kinda. That's why I know it's silly. He has his little sunglasses, and I have I bought him like this cowboy hat, and I have some like sun hats for him, with like a little like thing going around his ears to keep the eye out of his the sun out of his eyes. So sometimes it does help a little bit with the blinding. And it's also preventing the cataracts from getting worse. So when you see Oscar walking around with a hat, it's not just me trying to make him look cute. Obviously, it's like a plus. But sometimes I'm just trying to prevent like the midday sun in his eyes. So yeah, if you see a hat, or especially when we go camping or kayaking, he will usually like wear a hat or sunglasses. And I hope, that keeps him from going blind. At least, hopefully not too fast. Oscar is like my grandpa, a little blind, a little old, and a very, very grumpy. He's definitely getting there. I like the comparison. Yeah, he has not been grumpy at all. The first years we had him, or the first year we had him, but he has like little arthritis, he's like this like shakiness, but the doctor also said that it might just be the dachshund in him, like the wiener dog gene. They are usually like very like nervous, excited, and shaky, so that could just be that. Süßmüs. But yeah, he's definitely getting on the grumpy side now, especially when something's out of his routine. When he doesn't have food by 12 at noon, when he's not in bed at 8 or 9 in the evening, he gets a little grumpy and he starts like barking and complaining. He's like, why are you guys still up? Why are we not in bed yet? He needs his nap at after his food, his first meal of the day. He needs his nap, usually around 12 to 1. He's like deep asleep during that time. So if he doesn't get that, he gets grumpy or like grouchy. You're an old gremlin. You are a gremlin. Yes. George, were you so upset? Are you shaking? Oh, you shaking? Oh no. Oh no. Life is so rough. I know, it's so rough. And poor guy, you still have to be up at 8:30 in the evening. I know, it's so terrible. I know, animal cruelty, yeah. Naps and arthritis 2 grams, is that you? All he needs now is an account in a local bank where he goes monthly to take out his social security, right? Yeah, you need social security, that's a good point. Yeah, sure, no. But pretty much, yeah, it's funny, you pretty much summed that up correctly. You're just an old gramps? Yeah, you're grandpa. No, you're not a grandpa, I'm sorry. You don't have children and grandchildren. They took that option away from you. I know. In his old age, she had to remove the manly parts, unfortunately, because, most of you probably know that. Yeah, he had to remove them, and yeah, it didn't help with anything, like, the whole sniffing and peeing and everything didn't really change. He's still marking and trying to bark at man dogs, so. Hiya, man. Miss Yahtzee. You wanna go outside? Outside? You wanna go pee-pee? Pee-pee? Yeah. Okay. Alright. I guess the dog has spoken. I don't know if he needs to go because we just been before his dinner, but I think I'll take him out again. Just in case, he gotta go. It's just Oscar when he looks at you and he's like barking, you know, I'm always like, okay, we'll go again. I mean, we have to go before bedtime anyways. I was planning on going in like an hour, you know, a little bit closer to bedtime. But I guess we will go now. And sorry y'all for leaving, but the man gotta go, I think. I wish I had made more soups for my dog, like you made for Oscar. I cooked for him with real ingredients, but I could have done better. I owed him a mistake. Oh no, don't say that. I mean, you know, you cooked for him with real ingredients. That's already like more than most people will ever do for their dogs. Some people don't even walk their dogs, or you know, take them to the vet once in a while, or there's some people that should not have dogs. But yeah, don't think that like that. You know, we all do the best we can at the point where we are right now, you know, or where we were back then, with all the knowledge that we had, with all the intentions or the budget, you know, everything plays into it. The time, obviously. So I am very sure that you loved your dog or love your dog very much, and you did the best you can. And there's so many things, Crab, that I could do better with Oscar, right? Like there's probably so much more research I could do, like so much more like supplement stuff, or like expensive like medicine, or you know, fancy ingredients. And there's always more that we can do, you know, about ourselves. Like I could eat healthier, I could do more stuff for myself, but you know, sometimes it's just all we can do, and we're always trying our best, I think. So yeah, please don't feel that way. I'm sure you are an amazing dog dad. Zeus, is Oscar being annoying? He's just barking, you know. He's barking all night. Yeah. Hi, Sakti. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well too. You all give them the most important thing, love. Yes, love. You're right. And yes, my cat is sitting behind me. Love is so important for humans and animals. People live so much longer and happier if they receive love and feel loved, you know. So it's not always just eating and exercising. Very good point, Funny. He was the best thing that I've ever happened to me, and the hardest loss I've ever taken. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I can't even imagine losing Oscar. I lost so many cats in my life, you know, when I was growing up. Living next to a vineyard, there were so many like cats, like potential threats for them with like pesticides and like rat traps and all that stuff. So I lost so many cats to that kind of stuff. But a dog, no offense to Z, but a dog is like a certain, like a special bond. And yeah, I don't even imagine, you know, how I would feel if it was Oscar. So yeah, I'm sorry, Crab. That must have been really, really, really rough. And yeah, you can see the cat. Moose? Moose, Moose? This is Moose. Miss Moose. And Mr. Rusty is probably... Oh, he's sitting over there. Mr. Rusty is over here. Don't mind that mess over there. This is Oscar's blanket pile. He likes his blankets piled up because he likes to dig into them. I don't know if anyone's dog likes to do that too, or if you guys know dogs that do that, but Oscar's a digger, or burrower. It's a hard word for me to say as a German. He likes to dig into a blanket and have it over his head, so it's like a, you know, it's like a normal behavior for dachshund. And Moose and Rusty, so we got Moose and Rusty at the same time from the shelter, and Moose was, I think, 6 months old, and Rusty was about 3 years old. And Moose basically grew up in the shelter. They got her as a little baby, and she stayed in the shelter basically all her life. And the same with Rusty. Rusty was coming in at like 2.5, and then he stayed in the shelter for also 6 months. So they were both in the shelter for like months. So we just asked them, hey, give us, or which cats are here the longest. So we just, chose Rusty and Moose to get her out of there, or get them out of there. That's how we got them. So they're 3 and 6 years old now, almost, or about. We don't know for sure if they were right when they gave us their ages, but Oscar, 100% grandpa. All that is missing is an occasional. Hey, I got some ready in the pantry if I ever need them. So yeah, don't jinx it, but it could happen eventually. They truly love you unconditionally, and their life completely revolves around you and what you exposed them to. Just no, I should have and could have given him more and more adventures, better food. I mean, I could do the same. Sometimes I'm not feeling like going on like a huge hike or a huge adventure. So some weekends we just stay home and walk him like on little like rounds, like pee walks basically. So I feel you, crap. We always have that question or that thought in our head, what would have been if I did that, or would have changed anything if I did that, but first of all, we will never find out, and I'm sure your sweet dog wouldn't want you to think those thoughts and I'm sure he would just want you to have happy memories of him and just think of him, happy thoughts, and not like regret and doubt or just gotta be kind to yourself. You did the best you could, and life is not easy. I wish I could be there for Oscar 24/7 and just have my life evolve around him, which it pretty much does for many parts, but we also have, like, we're humans, we also have our needs, and life is busy, and we have to have time for certain things, and it's not just that easy. I know.
He's asking for food.
Oh, he wants more food?
Yeah, he's like hitting his bowl.
He was hitting his bowl with his head. Okay, I guess Oscar wants food then. Yes, I would, crap, if I would have lost Oscar to his like testicle thing, I probably would have told the same things to myself, what if I would have done this, or taking him to the vet more often, and all those things, but that's just life. We can just never turn back time and change anything about the things that we did, but we can always make them different or do them differently in the future and learn from the experiences. But we can never return to the times in the past, so now we can just think about it in a positive way and take everything from it that we could learn from it, But it's not as easy. I know that. So who am I to say? Easy talk, right? Chocolate. Don't jinx it. Yeah. I hope not. I hope Oscar will not need the diapers tonight. We're out of Oscar's homemade food.
Oh no.
Oscar, are you ready to eat some kibble? He hates that word. Kibble time, Oscar. I have to cook for him tomorrow. So if anyone wants to join for the cooking stream for Oscar, I will eventually make some human food, like normal food. Probably some German potato dish, because I still have potatoes, like a lot. And some sausage from the last meal that I made, because I only used a little bit. And I have to cook for Oscar. On a lighter note, husbands are also like that. Their life revolves around wives. Some, not all. There's definitely some husbands that yeah,
What?
are not like that, I think.
Eat some grass.
Not saying that mine is not like that. Just from what I hear, from people. But that's what everyone, there's these and these kind of people, and I mean that's fine.
Grass.
Ask him. Hi, Sebas.
Grass.
Do you think your life revolves around me?
Huh?
Do you think your life revolves around me?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. I didn't mean to say okay, good. It's not like that I wish that or anything. I was about to say something, I forgot. There's like this super like corny saying about dogs when it comes to that. Like the dog basically says, it's like one of those like pictures that's supposed to make you cry, the ones that people share on Facebook, that kind of like picture. So it's like a dog and it says, I know I'm just a chapter in your life, but for you, you're my entire book or my entire life or something. I'm like, ooh. I know it's supposed to be corny, but so I usually don't like that kind of stuff, but that was actually pretty sweet. Howdy. Hi, Samsung. Howdy. And I did ask, yes, I had to. What's up? Hey, can you give me Oscar's food, please, from up there?
Something with my rice, but I don't know what to put in it. What
I
can
don't
put in my
know.
rice?
What can a husband put in his rice?
Shit.
Hey, Chu. What country is that? My phone, it's like super dark, like the setting is super dark, I can't see. Please give.
There's a hole in it.
Thank you. Guess what? Guess who did this? Was it a Rusty? I have to hide everything from my cat Rusty because.
Where's the black?
The what?
Brack.
The what?
Broccoli.
Eat their peas. It's easier to make and faster. The hubby's making a late night snack after he made those strawberries. If Em was here, she would have told me you would like me to think that your life revolved around me. That's funny. But I mean, I guess it's the same for me. I think it's like mutual. It's like if you're like if you're living together, it's pretty much normal, I guess. Although I have to say, relationships or marriages are a little bit different. No, I'm from Tennessee. Or I'm from Germany actually, but I live in Tennessee. Samsung, where are you from? Are you from California? And I can see it here. Let me get closer. Is it yellow in the middle? I can't see. Am I going blind too? Oh, Oscar and I have something in common, I guess. Is that Macedonia or something? Where's that yellow? Soy sauce, yes.
Do we?
Yes.
Where?
On the shelf where the spices are.
Where?
Do you not know where the spices are in the kitchen?
Oh yeah, I do.
Man, like I thought it was a cliche, that men don't know where like things are in the household, but I guess it's living.
Soy. I can't eat soy.
What do you have to say about like Lake Baikal? That rip in the bag reminds me of a cat that I had a good many years ago. His name was Mischief. Oh, cute! That's a cute name. I bet he was a cutie. Mischief. Sounds like he was up to no good. And yes, Rusty, he's a very, very lazy cat. So when I play with him, sometimes he has his moments, so he's like, you know, more active. But usually when I play with him, he just like lays on his back and he just like moves his paws. You know, that's the whole extent of us playing. And but when it's about food, so I had this his dog food stored in a bathroom cabinet because that was like my last resort of like putting it somewhere safely. I was like, he's never gonna go to the bathroom, and I climbed up the highest shelf in the bathroom because it's really hard to get up there. Like I have no idea how he did that. But if it's about food, he'll turn into like John Wick or something, or you know, like Tom Cruise, like in Mission Impossible. Like he'll find a way to get there. And he did. Like it's like Ninja Warriors. I don't know. He definitely finds a way to get to the food. Here you go. I know it's not the one that you want. Wow.
Frozen beef.
He's hungry, but I guess not hungry enough. Here's an adorable tuxedo kitten. Cute. Tuxedo cats are so cute. I love that. Unfortunately, the one of the stray cats that was a tuxedo cat, unfortunately disappeared. I think is a male, and he just went on to start his own family. Does your cat ever talk, like meow, in a way that you can tell it's trying to communicate with you? Oh yes. Rusty, Moose is more like she's like a screeching owl. She makes like screeching sounds. So she's more like, meh, you know, like that. She's like a very like, almost said ugly meow, but it's not what I was looking for. She's just like very like screechy and scratchy. Like she has a very interesting voice. Are you eating your kibble? I caught you on camera. Were you a hungry man? Like the man there in the back? Two hungry men in this household? Am I not feeding you right? Guess both of my men need a late night snack, so I guess I'm doing something wrong. I'm kidding. I'm not trying to play into the cliches. Men can make themselves some food, right? They don't need a woman to make them food. Us as women are not obliged to cook for a man all the time. I do it because I like to do it, but I have my days too where I'm like, nope, not today. When I'm busy or working myself, you know, so just because I'm a female doesn't mean that I have to work and cook and, you know, do the house chores and stuff. So, but my husband is pretty much on the same page. I'm a general director and programmer. Sounds pretty cool. Nice. What are you programming? You also had another cat you could have named Mischief Managed. Oh, cute. That's a good idea. And Crab, back to a question. And yeah, Moose is like a screeching owl. She's like screeching. And Rusty has the craziest meows I've ever heard in my life. He's like, like this, and that's like he does that for like 20 seconds sometimes. So I wonder if the neighbors always sometimes think that we are like having some like weird animals in here, but it definitely doesn't sound like a cat, that's for sure. It's like, I wish I could film that for you, but whenever he does it, I don't have my phone ready, or it's just like in the middle of the night or something. So you know, maybe one day I'll be able to film it, but it's too funny. It is insane. And the way he earned his name is as a kitten. He had gotten into the kitchen trash with the bin, the wicker one with a small trash bag in it. Aww, cute. Oh. Guess Oscar's happy now. He's back to playing. Did you just burp? Did you just burp? Hi. Hi, Shax. Come. Here. your pile of blankets. Come. Don't look at it that way. I mean, it's not demeaning. It's to provide for your family in a feminine manner. It's necessary and more appreciated than you may realize. I guess. I am sure it's appreciated. And I do like doing it, you know. It's not like it's like a annoying chore for me or anything like that. So guess I'm lucky that I'm enjoying things like cooking and, you know, like the typical female things. Do I enjoy cleaning every day? Probably not, but I also don't hate it. Like sometimes I'm glad when I get home and I have the house to myself and I can organize and stuff. So I guess I am lucky that I do enjoy those things. Hi, Ilham. So I am successful too. I am a director of strategic napping. That's, yep, I feel that one for sure. That's what I am doing at the moment. I'm so tired still. I feel like I still have a jet lag, which is crazy because I've been back for 2 weeks now. Yeah, 2 weeks. This weekend it will be 2 weeks. It's crazy that it's only been 2 weeks. It feels like a month or so, but haven't been back in for too long. Like honestly, yeah, 2 weeks. Oh no, the thunder's rolling in, y'all. I would love to have a cat once I get into my own place, but I would not be able to afford an animal right off the bat. Wait 5 years at least. I mean, honestly, that is really smart. You know, some people just don't even think about it. They're just like, they see all those cute cat videos and or dog videos, and they're like, oh, cute. I want to have a dog. And some people are not even like, I want to have a dog. They're just like, they want a specific breed or something. So they will even go to a breeder and spend a lot of money instead of like at least going to a shelter and like rescuing someone. And everyone does whatever they want to do, right? I'm not saying like you have to go to a shelter. I know there's reasons for some people to not go to a shelter, but I don't know. I think it's just a nice thing to do, you know, to save someone's life there. But yeah, that's just me, I guess. Like my thought behind it. But yeah, I think it's great that you're actually like thinking about it. You know, you're like being smart about it. You're like, I can't have this right now. I need to wait. And instead of doing this instant gratification thing, where you're just getting it because you want it, you know, I think that is amazing. I feel like more people should be like that because having an animal is a lot of responsibility. Financially, time-wise, you have to do a lot of planning, you know, get some things in order. You need to have the room and everything. And I'm not saying our place is definitely not ideal for 2 cats. But after we moved out of our house from the army base, because I didn't want to live on a army base no more, and you know, we moved around a lot with the army, so it was not ideal to have cats. But yeah, I don't regret getting them, but I definitely think it's great that you're thinking about it so thoroughly and being smart about it. I love that. My wife is afraid of pets, so I can't have them, but I would love to. Oh, she's afraid. Like even cats, funny, or like a turtle or something. There's a rescue turtles. There's all kinds of animals. If you go to, I think it's called what's it called? Pet Finder. So Pet Finder has a lot of animals in your area. Like it's like a national website, I think, and it shows you all kinds of animals that need to be rescued. So, but yeah, if she's afraid of all animals, that's hard. There are very few duties more necessary to the health of the human condition or animal condition than a mother and wife, a caretaker, the person that has your back after a day of Scheiße. True. Yeah. I am. Yeah. My mom passed away when I was very young, so I feel that like whenever I went to like friends' houses or like ex-boyfriends back then, and I saw like them with their mothers, so I was like, oh, that must be really nice to have this like female person, female energy, like that gives you hugs and like all that caretaking. My dad did do that for us too. He's like a very caring person, and he stepped up as dad and mom at the same time, so he did an amazing job. But of course, this female energy is always like something that cannot be replaced to some degree, right? So yeah, I agree with you, Crab. Mischief Managed is a spell from Harry Potter. I know. Thought you all would get the reference. Yes, of course I get that reference. Mischief Managed. That little what's the thing called? Forgot. I have to rewatch Harry Potter. I used to watch it every year, at least twice, like the whole series, but I haven't watched it in a while. I'm trying to think of the German spell that they're using, because I watched it more in German than in English. Thank you, Elham. You too. I would get an animal from a shelter, not a breeder. Too many risks. Me too. Risk, yeah. I mean, it's also expensive, and there's just so many animals out there already. So I always wonder why people go to the breeder. I mean, yes, you want to have a specific kind of dog, I guess, but is it really that important that that you have this specific breed, or is it more important or fulfilling to like save a dog? Like I wasn't planning on having a dog that early, but now I found Oscar in the street, and now I have him, and I never thought I would have a dachshund or any like small dog. I was always like more like a big dog person growing up. We always had bigger dogs. So yeah, but now I have him, and I'm like, this is the best dog ever, and I just love him so much. I couldn't imagine having a different dog. So, I feel like all dogs can be your life companion. It doesn't have to be a certain breed or anything like that. He's very handsome too. I agree. I'm not gonna tell him, otherwise he'll get arrogant. I'm kidding. He's not at all. My husband is probably one of the most humble people I've ever met. It's a very rare quality in my eyes, being humble, like a seriously humble person. Like there's a lot of people that are humble, but they're saying how humble they are, so they're like, humble bragging, I think is the right word, but it's very rare to find a person that's actually humble. I think it's one of the rarest traits to find nowadays. If it has life and it's moving, she's afraid. So is she afraid of you too? Funny. And catification is in a home before the lucky one arrives. Cute. Well, keep us posted, Andrea, if you ever, decide to get one. And yeah, excited for you one day to get. Is it? Is it bad?
It was lightning outside. Turn the lights off and look.
Oh.
There was big lightning.
Okay, the hubby wants me to see the lightning. Maybe we can see it together. You're not gonna see me anymore, but I think that should be okay. You don't miss out on anything. Let's see if we can see some lightning. Hold on, guys. Gonna put on some shoes in Tennessee. You never know if the lightning will develop into like some crazy tornado. So in case we need to evacuate, shoes are definitely good. I don't think it's gonna go get really bad, but you never know. Okay, y'all ready for some lightning? Is it a good one? Like a crazy lightning? Oh, it's like a dry one, isn't it? Oh, maybe it's like the one. Remember, guys, the videos I took like a couple months ago of the crazy spider lightning where the whole sky was lit up? It's like, it was like roots, you know, like underground. It's like so many arms of lightning. It was insane. Let me see what I missed. Hi Zini. I am from Germany, but I live in America or in the USA. Codification sounds like a 4-hour medical procedure. But good luck. Yeah, I agree. You can call me Rika. It actually isn't funny. There is a cat behaviorist called Jackson Galaxy. He has a show called My Cat from Hell. People with problem cats. Oh, wow. My Cat from Hell. What a show. Austin, you wanna be in bed? What's so scared? Eager. I'm gonna watch lightning. I'm back. My Cat from Hell is very not funny for the people that have those cats from hell, but it's actually a very cool name. People who have confidence in themselves physically and mentally are usually humble. True, they don't need to show it off because they already know what they have and what they are. Good point, yeah. I know, Andrea was just okay. It sounded like a... Oh yeah, it does a little bit. It does, or a form of cat arthritis. It does. But yeah, I never had a cat from hell, luckily. Rusty's meows are certainly going in that direction sometimes. Like when you had like a long day and you get woken up at 3 a.m. and then 5 a.m. and then 6 a.m. by this, let's call it meow. I definitely had those moments where I was like, you're a cat from hell. But not actually, you know, he's a sweetheart. I need to go and help my wife eating what she cooked while appreciating it. Oh, of course, confidence boost, yes. Tell her how absolutely delicious it is. My husband always does that. Like sometimes I'm like, you can't actually think that this is delicious. Like I would say I'm an okay chef or a good chef actually, like from what I heard. But there's definitely days where I'm like cooking like super healthy, you know, and I'm like, this is like not delicious. It's okay. Like you can eat it, but and he's like, wow, this is so good. I'm like, trying to boost my confidence, aren't you? But yeah, bye, Fanny. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was so much fun. And say hi to Em, please. And see you next time. And I'm not going to tell her. Bye. Hey, Marco. Why not? That's the right answer. Why not? I don't have anything better to do. There's a thunderstorm outside, and we're having a good time. We were playing a game, talking about cats and nature and the world and dogs. Oscar made an appearance, of course. Even the husband made an appearance. And Funny is leaving us now that you joined. Not because of you, obviously, but you're just taking turns, I guess. I've been there, try not to hold it against them. The animals are completely reliant on you, but I totally understand the frustration. Yeah, you're totally right. That's what I'm telling myself too. I'm like, you know, he just wants to get attention and like cuddles. And him and Moose growing up basically, or living in the cat shelter for so long, being neglected and like given away from their homes where they used to live. I mean, Moose, she lived on the street. Like, she was like a street cat, and they picked her up and let her grow up in the shelter. But Rusty, he got neglected, and they gave him away, right? So he's definitely probably like trying to fill that hole, in like this emotional hole. That's why he's probably overeating and a little bit obese, and he has a hard time with his weight. So, and then the meows, he's probably just like trying to get attention, and yeah, that's okay. You're right. I need to tell myself that he's reliant on me and he's not meaning any harm. And it is 9 for us right now. So it's getting late now, but the thunderstorm warning should be over by 10 p.m. apparently. So we're out of the risk zone, I guess. But yeah, it's getting this time of the year, guys. It's, happening. The storms are getting more severe, more frequent again. Usually more in October, November. So I hope this month will be quiet and not too crazy. But you never know in Tennessee. Well, the thunderstorm is not really strong, so turning the lights back on, and then I'm gonna say bye to y'all. Sit on my chair. Rusty sitting on my chair, so I guess I am not sitting there. I'll sit here next to him. Oh, I'll show you. Hi. Hi, Crest. We were talking about you. Yeah, we're talking about you. What are your shots? Come, Moose, come. Moose. What's up? It's already Indian summer for you? Nice. Not here, not yet. It's still green, it's still, I don't know, so it's just, it feels like summer. The air is definitely getting a little bit more crisp, so you can feel a little bit of a difference, but it's not super different. You, Andrea, you are 2 hours earlier, right? Or 3 hours even? Parting German joke. German humor is like healthcare because it's efficient, well structured, and you are not entirely sure if you're allowed to laugh or if you need a referral first. Right? Kinda. That's a very good description. Yes. Here's our dad. It's almost autumn. Are you excited, Rika? I'm super excited. Yes, I'm very excited. There's nothing better. I mean, the weather. I'm not very excited about the crazy weather. I like the autumn weather, like the normal weather. But the crazy autumn weather, but I'm in general super excited for autumn. I'm excited to go to pumpkin patch again, doing all the outdoor activities while it's not too hot, not many mosquitoes anymore. Camping is amazing in fall, in winter. So yeah, are you excited? How is I don't want to say where you are, but how is it over there, Andrea, when it's like getting autumn? Because I know you have like a lot of pine trees, right? Like needle trees. So since they're not really changing colors much, but you probably still have like normal, like leafy trees. Oh, that was a big one. I missed that lightning. I just saw the reflection in the house. Is there like a huge difference from fall to summer for you? Uh-oh. It's rumbling. Maybe you can see the lightning behind me. I'm checking out in a little bit. My batteries, that's still not too bad. Let's just wondering, usually the power goes out if the lightning hits nearby. So before that happens, I'm probably gonna dip out if it's getting any closer. But I'll be here for a couple more minutes, or a few more minutes, not just a couple. Michigan, are you already are in the fall season in Michigan? So you can definitely feel the fall already. Right now it is 7 p.m. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so you are much earlier. Okay. Warm days, cool nights, breezy. The plants and trees are dropping their fruits. That is nice. Cool. I love cool nights. When you can just have the window open, and the mornings are also cool and the air is crisp and not humid anymore. That's like the best part, because Tennessee gets so humid. It's thundering now. Like now that I left the window, of course the lightning show is starting, but at least you guys can see it. You're very busy these days with photography and stuff, Marco, or your YouTube, or what specifically? Hi, Prima. But yeah, I love going hiking during this time of the year, just seeing how everything changes and what you just said, Crab, like the trees dropping their fruit and the leaves and everything, just interesting to see. Sometimes talking about fruits, like seeing those like fruits and seeds on the ground that I've never seen before, especially since I'm not native here. So there's so many trees that I haven't seen yet, and I'm huge into nature. In Germany, I know every single like tree and plant. Not every single, like there's surely some that I don't know, but I would say I know most. And here in America, there's just so many that I haven't seen yet or I don't know. So I like to learn about those things, and go on like guided tours and like wildflower walks or foraging walks and stuff, just to learn a little bit more. So it's amazing to be in a different country or even continent to have so many new things. If Tennessee stays green most of the year, you guys are like right in the seasonal vegetative changes. Well, Tennessee does get very, very beautiful in fall. Like it gets really like orange, brown, red. So it's not just green. It's more Georgia down there and even below. But I think even Georgia gets like the beautiful fall colors and the leaves falling. So I think the line is even lower. But yeah, we don't stay green. Like it stays green for longer, that's for sure. But we definitely do get the beautiful fall colors and everything. Especially when you go up to Kentucky, which isn't super far from here. There's like a huge wildlife reservoir where I like to go, with like a lot of lakes and stuff. So going there in fall is absolutely beautiful. You dress up for Halloween? I have not really dressed up for Halloween much, just because Halloween, like Marco, is not a big thing in Germany. So I'm not very used to it. I'm not very Halloweeny, but I was thinking about dressing up. I thought with Oscar would be fun, right? To do like a little dress up with Oscar and have like a themed outfit, like like a matching outfit. I usually dress him up like he's like a pumpkin or like a hot dog he was last time. I enjoy dressing him up, but myself, I haven't yet. But I want to go as from Jurassic Park, Ellie and Alan, like the OG couple from Jurassic Park. I would love to do that with the husband, so I would like to do those two. I think that would be fun. Have a dessert, nice. Enjoy, Andrea. Enjoy your dessert, and I hope your throat is feeling better. And see you next time. Thank you for hanging out with us, Andrea. Enjoy your dessert. I hope it's something good. Hopefully something with chocolate. That would be my favorite. Hi, Ebrima. My night is going well. We're having a thunderstorm. So you can probably see that in the back, the lightning. And I'm gonna hop off in a little bit to charge my phone just in case the weather gets worse. It's always good to have the phone ready and charged. How's your night going, Ebrima? And Marco, is the weather in Ohio worse right now than here, or is it better, like thunderstorm wise? Like, do you have any storms right now in Michigan? Crab, if you're still here, you get any bad weather right now, or is it just us? I think it's just what I saw on the map was Tennessee and Kentucky a little bit. I'm gonna phase out step by step. Oh, like in total, you wanna phase out YouTube? Wow, okay. You're not enjoying it anymore, or is there any specific reason why you're phasing out YouTube? Is it not feeling good anymore, like mental health wise, or stressing you, or trolls? It can definitely be a little, annoying sometimes with trolls and all that, but luckily I haven't had many lately, so I have been pretty lucky with live streams. Just chill people, friends, the OGs, subscribers, just like very chill streams, very good conversations. You ordered a dope Freddy Krueger mask. Ooh, scary. We went to a house late last week with friends because they had to take care of a cat because the owners are on vacation, and they had a real size Michael Myers statue in the corner behind the door. And I walked into the room and I turned around. I was like, that was so scary. That looked so real. Susie, stop scratching. That looked so realistic. Like even like the whole, like the eyes and everything. I was like, why would you have that? Like, it was like in the room where they watched TV. I was like, that would freak me out. Like, even if I knew that it's not real, walking around in that house, just knowing it's there, would freak me out. What happened to that old-timey college girl job that you had? That outfit really suited you. Thank you. I really did enjoy wearing it. I still have it here. It's like in my closet actually, but I still have that job. It's just usually I work there when there's a lot of schools coming, like field trips or any events, like reenactments and stuff. And I had an offer in June to work with the reenactment, the Civil War reenactment people. So they wanted to, they wanted to hire me as a camp raider, in the Civil War, where there's the story about those female raiders that raided the camps with the horses. So they wanted me to be one of those because I do like horse riding. I did that for many years in the past, and they were looking for someone that could do that. And but I was in Germany, because I had to go back because of my dad. So maybe next year, hopefully. But yeah, Crab, back to your question. I still have the job. It wasn't very busy there just because school was off. There was no school classes or no field trips, so they didn't need extra help. But I will be going back, I think, next month, probably October. I think they will have some more field trips again. So I'm excited. I love being out there. Honestly, if you guys ever come to Tennessee, I'll make sure I'll give you a tour. So if you ever want to come to Tennessee, we could go on a tour in this settlement, and of course I'll be wearing my historic dress. Hi Diodone. Hi Bahadia. Appreciate it. Merhaba. But yeah, that would be fun. If you ever come to Tennessee, let me know. And yeah, you'll get a free pass into the historic town. I think it's like $10 or so usually. So there's thunder. It's getting louder. It's coming closer. Not really. I speak a few words. I speak güle güle, teşekkür, günaydin, merhaba. I forgot what good night means. I learned a little bit more. I always forget. People keep telling me or teaching me words, but I forget. I'd be interested to hear more about how you learned to ride horses. I rode horses not too early. I was like 12, I think, when I learned it. So in the village where I grew up, there was like a horse stable, and it's just so painful when you like cling onto my knee like that. My cat likes to like put her nails into my knee. So there was a horse stable, and the lady there needed help. So I helped out because I grew up pretty financially. How to say? I would say poor. I hate saying that because there's actually poor people in the world, and I don't consider anyone living in Germany poor. But like not middle class, like below middle class for sure. So and my dad being like single dad, after my mom passed, and he was a chef, so of course we couldn't afford me riding horses, and was taking classes is very expensive. So I was just working there and cleaning the stables and stuff after school, going there with my bicycle, and then I could take classes. And at one point, we were actually able to afford classes. I don't know how my dad did it, but he did it somehow, So I did take classes at one point. Very grateful that my dad was able to afford that, because I know that was really hard, But it was super fun. I really enjoyed it. It helped me a lot in boosting my confidence, because I was a very, very shy kid. I would still consider myself shy, but not even close to how I was. So just being with horses and learning how to, I don't want to say control them, that sounds terrible, but to like ride them and like deal with them, and like having like a close relationship with them, because they're very empathetic and they can like feel and sense your emotions and stuff. It's really, really therapeutic. So yeah, that was so much fun. And then I had a friend, and she had 2 horses, but she had to get rid of one, so she asked me if I could take it for free and just take care of it, which I gladly did, right? And yeah, I had to work for it, and it was fun. And yeah, that became my passion back then when I was 12 till 18, before I went to university. So that was my big hobby. And then I went to university and moved away, so I couldn't do it any longer, unfortunately. But I would definitely love to do it again at one point. Okay, bye, Marco. Enjoy your chat with the girls. And Angela, hopefully. Hope the wife is with you. Where did you learn this? Have you ever been to Turkey? I'm very impressed. Thank you. I don't think that was very impressive, but I have not been to Turkey before, but I would like to go to Istanbul one day, or yeah, I would like to go to Turkey in general. It must be beautiful there. And I don't use those apps anymore, dear, sorry. And I think my husband also would be a big fan of that. So sorry, dear, but yeah. Still happy to see you here. Thank you for joining. When I lived in Florida, we had school field trips to this place called Cracker Country. It was essentially an 1800s plantation where they showed you how crops were grown using labor. Oh, wow. That's nice. I mean, not that they used that in the past, don't get me wrong, obviously, but it's important to show it, right? That they showed how it was, like, just for people to know about it and learn about it. The settlement where I work, they never had that kind of labor there, so we don't show it. It was like of course they had people for manual labor and stuff, but it wasn't like that. So we don't have it integrated in our program when I teach it to the children or when we do the tours. But I have been asked about it before, so there's definitely some people that have asked me about the historic background and if there has been people working there. They had a gift shop where you could buy whoops and rabbit pelts, amongst other things. We have oh, you could buy that there. Really? They have we have like one of the houses there has all kinds of animals that were donated from like hunters or like archives or like other families that want to donate them, get rid of them. So like older, stuffed animals and stuff, or taxidermy animals, and like pelts and stuff too, just to show to the kids. But I don't think they would sell them there. Yeah, no, I don't. I didn't understand it the wrong way. I didn't think that you'd be like, oh yay, they did this to the rabbits and stuff. I know. It's just nice to see like an actual settlement from back then, like how everything looks like, and just imagining living there or how they lived. It's very impressive, and it just makes you appreciate or see the things that have changed since then and how many things we have that we take for granted, right? It's just it's crazy. When I worked there, like a long day, when I like working in this historic settlement for 18 hours, 8 hours, sorry guys, for 8 hours, and then I come back to my apartment, just that complete switch, from old times to modern times is always crazy, especially when I'm still wearing my dress. That makes me feel very like feminine, I guess, and modest, because it's like up here, like long arms, like you don't even show ankles or anything, right? It's like very, very modest. And I also have to talk like in a specific way to make it more like real to the kids, like I don't have to use like old language, but your whole like demeanor changes, your whole attitude changes when you're working in that place with that dress, in that surrounding, and then you come back and making that switch back to modern times is always fascinating. And I almost appreciate the other part better, like the old school part makes me almost feel like better sometimes. But then again, I'm like, I can only say that because I'm in a very privileged position where I have all those things and all those technologies and all those like foods available and like restaurants available. So I can only say that I really appreciate those old times because I can easily go back to the modern times if I needed to, if that makes sense. Somebody mute. And Martin, yeah, I understand that. I understand that. I don't think that's how Crab meant it though. They would have us the hits make our own ropes using raw fibers in a winding machine. That is cool. Yes, we have some things like that too. Like sometimes we have stations where we make butter ourselves. Where we show them how to make butter. Making little like dolls. Out of corn and like super like just natural stuff, how they did it back then, showing them like games, how they played games in the 1800s. Hi dude, we're just talking about a settlement where I work here in America. I'm German, but I live in the USA, and we're just talking about like a settlement, like a little extra job I'm doing sometimes where I'm like living in or working in an 1800s settlement and doing like field trips with children so they can learn about how people back then lived. But yeah, anyways, we do those workshops sometimes too. But not a rope, that's cool. I wish they had that at our place. But we do have a blacksmith sometimes that makes nails and stuff or like equipment. So that's really, really interesting to see. And he makes all kinds of crazy stuff like sculptures and not sculptures, but like he makes like crosses or like a rose he made last time or just anything that you ask him to make actually. So that's really cool. I did a blacksmithing course with him 2 years ago, I think. That was very interesting. Just to learn all those things, how back then things were made. And I'm thinking, we're doing like, we're showing how to do the laundry. Ja, ich spreche auch Deutsch, Martin. We're doing showing how to do the laundry with those like boards, those washing boards, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's really interesting. It's fun. It's fun, lovely. But would you actually want to live like that day and day? Exactly. Yeah, novelty. Yes. Probably. I don't know. Probably not. I think for like a little bit it'd be cool. Like a camping trip or like a week or so. But yeah, that's my point. Exactly. Would you want to do it forever? Probably not. But yeah, it definitely helps me to think about the things that I have and to think about the things that I don't like that I have and that I think are probably not necessary. And it is a good thing, to have that switch and to have both sides. Hi, James. Greetings to England. How's everything going in England? We have rain and thunderstorms, so. Lieber nicht? Ich kann auch Deutsch sprechen, aber dann versteht mich leider keiner. I know, I'll come.
Come here, Rusty. I'm talking to Rusty.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Come here, Rusty.
Rusty. Come here. Hey, I gotta walk Oscar one more time before bedtime.
Rusty, come here. Come here. Let's get to bed. Come here. Come here, Rusty. We're going to bed.
It's just a husband, don't worry. But yeah, guys, I gotta walk the dog one more time before bedtime. And hey, do you have Oscar? Huh? Do you have Oscar? My short videos are great. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I like making them.
Oscar said he doesn't want to go outside.
I know, we gotta wait until the rain stops. Oscar hates going out in the rain. But yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, you don't speak German? That's fine. You're texting German though, and your German is really good. Huh?
I ate too much chocolate. I don't feel very good.
The husband ate too much chocolate. He doesn't feel very good. I'm sorry. That's usually something I would say. I ate too much chocolate. Oh man. I hope that rain stops soon, but it just started, right? Schatz.
What?
The rain just started, right?
Did it?
I think. So it's probably gonna rain for a while now. But yeah, thank you for liking, everyone. Thank you for double tapping if you liked it. And hey, Sam. Good morning to you, to China. We got thunderstorms and rain. Thank you, Crab. You too. Thank you for hanging out. It was a great talk. Until next time. Okay. Sorry, Sam. No, you're good. I'm hopping off. I've been streaming for a while now, so I have to walk Oscar and just, getting ready for bed. It's already late. Hey, Patak. I'm from Germany, but I live in Tennessee or in the USA. But yeah, I wish you all a great evening, and I hope it's not stormy where you're at and you're all safe and you have a great weekend. And oh yeah, it's already a Saturday for you, Sam. Any weekend plans for you? Are you doing anything this weekend? Cooking videos. Hey, Dawn. Did I say that right, Dawn? I hope. Saturday, 10:35. Oh, that was a big lightning. Maybe we'll hear the thunder. Well, enjoy your Saturday, and I will think about making a cooking vid, Dawn. I was thinking about doing one tomorrow, so we'll probably cook some German food tomorrow. But I also have to make the videos again, like the, not live stream, but like the real videos, like the uploads. So yeah, I got a new computer. So I'm ready for editing and making new videos. I'm motivated. Just filming is sometimes hard, Just getting the house in order, getting ready, setting everything up, and blah blah. So that's always like filming is always the hardest part, honestly. Editing is fun and everything. And now with the new computer, it should be easier. Going out with my friends for some fun, nice fun. Where are you going? Are you got any specific places you're exploring, or just out into town or city? Beijing is not technically a town. It's probably like a mega city, actually. And yes, I got a new computer. I got gaming is so nice. I got a MacBook Pro, actually. So I'm upgrading from my 10-year-old MacBook Air, or 11-year-old, or however old it is. It's a grandpa MacBook, so it's like definitely ready for retirement now, so it can go to sleep. That poor thing has been working for me for so many years. Thank you, Sam. That was like a little present to myself, I saved up for it, so, I knew that I need one anyway, so I had a little bit in my savings for that. Eh? What was with James? Was he being mean or naughty? Hey, Lalu, how are you doing? Thank you. And yeah, I wish you all a wonderful weekend, my friends. And oh, thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. It was just necessary, You probably know already I don't like buying things and spending money, but yeah, it had to be if I want to do the YouTube thing like correctly, I have to upgrade eventually anyway, so better now than later. A driving license? I do have one, yes. Why is that? Do you need to drive? Do you need a lift? What are you doing, you goon? The cat's trying to get into a boot. But yeah. Oh, you saw it? Yay. It's so funny. Like, I remember before I went to China, so before I went to Peking University, when you enroll there, when you're okay, that was actually a good one. I never heard that one before. So props to you, Lalu, for bringing up a new one. Usually I have heard them all like at least 5 times, but that one is the new one. So That was pretty good. So, yeah, before I moved to China, I had to apply for my student ID card at Peking University. So you do that online, blah, blah, and you have to send them. I had like a deadline, and they're like, hey, you have to send us a picture at this date, the latest. Otherwise, you're not going to get your card. And I was like, it's like a Saturday or something, so nothing was open, like photographer. So I was like, and I didn't have a passport picture anymore. So I was like, shoot, what should I do? So I just took a selfie and sent that in. I was like, that's never gonna get passed or accepted. So they just, and I think it was like after I was drinking, like, just a student life back in the days when I just started university. So I was like, probably like hangover, probably had like my mascara on from the night before, and I just like took a selfie and sent that per email real quick, or uploaded it, and I never thought they were gonna accept that, and that's the picture you see on that passport, or not passport, but on that student ID. So but yeah, it worked, and I thought I lost that thing, and I went through like my drawer with my old letters and stuff, just like nostalgic things, because I was looking for something like a Chinese thingy. I forgot what it was, like a, or how to call it. But yeah, anyways, I found my notebook and I opened it and I saw that little student card in there. I was so happy that I found it. Hi. Ami, Reza, Aaron. It's morning, nice. It's still evening here. It's about to be 10. You're lazy as me because who sends a selfie for ID cards? Right? Me. I know. Everyone took like a professional photo and stuff because they're like, this is going to be my Peking University ID card and it needs to be good, because, you don't want to look like, but yeah. Oh, well, they definitely always gave me like a weird look because when you walk into Peking University, you have to walk through like a gated gate with like police officers. So they will check your ID because you can only step into the university grounds when you're actually a student there. So they take it very, very seriously. And whenever they saw my picture, they're like, okay. And where do you live? I live in the United States, but I am German. If you're referring to the weird accent, a word to the wise body, never phrase a compliment like that. A compliment like that. Hi, Shuriken, by the way. Welcome back. When I was typing, I thought I'm typing it right. Oh, yeah, now I saw it. I was like, what compliment? Sam never gave me a compliment. You looked stunning back in those days, although you look so pretty now, too. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. Jay said the same thing. He was like, no, not Jay. Who was it? Someone else. Sean? I think. I don't remember. I think it was Sean. He's like, he didn't say it as a compliment, but he just said, you look a little bit different now. I'm like, thank you. I know that I gained 20 pounds since that picture, so I'm aware that I look a little bit different. But I know he didn't mean it in any like bad way or But yeah, I know that I gained a few pounds since then, but we're getting there. I'm going back to the gym now, so and I would say you should feel healthy and comfortable. That's the important thing, Weight is just a number in the end. But yeah, I definitely do look different from then. I agree, and the married life is not contributing to, looking the freshest sometimes. It definitely gives you some like eye sacs and like dark circles and all that. Yeah. And work, not being like a student anymore, just doing whatever you want to do, just like having to deal with life and flying flying from Germany to America and all that. Definitely, yeah, it's a little bit more stressful than it was back then. But I didn't take it the wrong way, Sam. Don't worry about it. You know what I meant. Do you think Iran is a good... You mean a good country? I've never been, Marisa, so I can't say that or judge that. And here there's a lightning storm, a thunderstorm going on over there, Lalu. When speaking to a girl, never say any version of "you look so beautiful" back then. It's okay. It won't go over well. Yeah, just for the future, if you're talking to your about to be girlfriend over there, yeah, if she shows you like a picture, you know, from like a couple years ago or like even a year ago, yeah, Shuriken's advice is definitely a good one. Back in the day, she was really something. Yeah, I agree. I miss those days. It's all good. Just trying to pass along a few tidbits to our brother there. I agree. Hey, are you watching the stream? Schatz.
What?
Are you watching the stream?
What?
Are you watching the stream?
No.
Because you're laughing at the right moments where I'm also laughing. Oh. They're all saying I was something back then. I'm kidding. No. Honestly, you know, like I said, more important things in life than weight and all that. And yeah, got the ring on my finger. Who cares now? I'm kidding, obviously. You gotta be healthy. But, you know, it is true. There's more important things. I love America, but I don't like... What can I say? I can't. Sorry. I'm Marisa. I can't. I learned some Turkish words, but that is the extent of it. I mean, you say salam alaikum, right? Over there. And yeah, America. I like America too, but I agree. He is missing out. He would have enjoyed that conversation for sure and laughed about that. He sometimes said that too. He's like, I wish I met you when you were in China or, you know, this and that. When I tell him about certain things, I'm like, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. No, you look so pretty. Don't say these things. It's just that a D card pick grabbed my attention. It's okay. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's still me, you know. It's just like a different version of me. So compliment is a compliment. I take it. And, you know, like I said, life changes, priorities change. Back then I had time to go to the gym every day and focus on myself, but now you gotta feed the husband, you gotta feed the kids and the dog, make sure everyone's happy. So, and I don't even have children. I don't even want to imagine how it is with children, like how little time you have for yourself. So props to everyone out there that has children and animals and all that, you know. Yeah, like I said, hats off to you. You're doing a good job. I couldn't even imagine. So yeah, you're all something. But it's funny. You're all like, it's like, you know, when you got brothers and they're just like teasing you. That's just how it is right now. That's how I feel with y'all. If ID cards had a most stylish award, you already won. But that selfie, I don't know. You should see my passport picture. I think in my passport picture, usually I hate ID cards, like the way I look on ID cards. The Peking University is like, I don't hate where I look, how I look like that, but it's just ridiculous. Like they let that picture pass, just because it looks like, I don't know, I just look drunk, like it's just like a picture after a party. So I just thought it was funny. That's why I posted it. But I never liked any picture of myself in an ID card or like any type of card, but my military card and my passport. People always say I look like a spy in my passport picture. Like, I don't know why. But I can't post that obviously since it's like, like a formal ID card that's still being used. Obviously, I can't just post that. But yeah, those are the only ones that I really like. I know what it is. Something about ID card pictures, they always mess it up. Like you always look like a different person, or you like, sometimes when you have like this photo shoot for like a new passport or an ID card, you like making sure your hair is okay, you dress like a certain way, and then those photos come out, and you're like, that's what I put makeup on for, or like why I dressed nicely for this, it's just always, I feel like they do that on purpose. And not anytime soon, Rizon. I wish I would like to go there eventually, but not in the nearest future, but one day, hopefully. Hi, Jesus. Hola. You do it like this. Ahem, I mean, you've barely aged a day since that ID photo was taken. I would know that he would be lying. I mean, I would prefer that over the first version, but I would still know that it's a lie. So at least Sam is being honest. So, we appreciate the honesty. I just realized how that sounded. What I meant was, you've always looked amazing. That ID card was just proof from back then. Guys, you're just making it worse by trying to like make it sound less bad or by boosting my confidence. I think I had my confidence boost back in the day, or back in the days. So, you know, I'm I'm okay. I appreciate it though. It's very sweet. You guys are funny. The N from like senior. Isn't that the same with the N? Hi Maurizio. Dad yawn looks less like sleepy, more like you're summoning. I just saw that. I saw that comment before I started my live stream, and I was like, really? And then I skipped to the second picture, and I could definitely see what you mean. Like I'm like screaming some, like chanting some like weird, demonic chant or something. But yeah, that was usually just like our hangout spot in our living room in our apartment. We lived all like there was like it's like a high-rise building with like 20 stories, that building, and we had like an apartment in there, like me and my girls, we shared an apartment together, and then we had like hi to Uruguay, and then we had friends that lived a couple floors above us and one under us. So sometimes for practicing Chinese, we would all meet up in our apartment and just learn or study together. So that was usually our evening routine, and it was just one of those pictures, just everyone being like sleepy AF and just like, because there's so many things to learn during that period. We had to learn, I think, 800 new Chinese words every single week. And that was a lot, I'm telling you. Shuriken, what happened to your mid status, if you don't mind? me asking. I actually kind of enjoy these blatant creepy comments. I just know this chat would be half as long otherwise. Did I miss out on something? If you don't mind me asking. Just blatant. And Lalu, yes, I do. Mod status. Oh yeah. I basically reset all my mods that one day. So I took the mods off, or the mod status off of everyone. But Sam wasn't there that day, so Sam is still a mod, and I just never changed that. And Sam is doing a good job, and Shuriken is being his teacher, and Sam is his disciple and learning. And Sam is doing a really good job now. So thank you, Sam, for moderating. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, you're just repeating or saying the same. Trying to teach them how to be offensive was. Oh, I didn't even see that. Got it, Sam. You do it like this. Oh yeah, crap. I think he's just teaching Sam some of his ways, and I think Sam would be telling him if he would be offended by that. The copy in the background of ID card, and I saw the Mandarin. See what you meant now. Okay, I think I probably still don't understand it, but that's okay. As long as you guys understand each other, because you're having the conversation with each other. I'm glad. As long as no one's offended or upset with anyone, I'm glad, because I know we had a situation before where someone got upset about something, and yeah, I know. I feel like most things can just be talked out, and and most people do, but there's some people that don't want to talk it out and take things in the wrong way, just for the sake of it sometimes. But that's just my take on it. I will mod until you reach 1 million, and after that I'm in the editor. And you're gonna be upgraded to an editor? Okay. And mod can be someone. Okay. You would have deleted like half of these comments by now. Oh no, I never thought, Crap, that you would say that he is creepy. That's I never even thought that would have been an option. Yeah, I don't think anyone would ever say that Shuriken is creepy. I don't think there's a potential there for that. So the ID, in a positive way, obviously. So the ID card was on some paper, and I saw Mandarin written on those. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, that was like my notebook. Just sometimes I write down, or I did write down conversations that I had, or when I watched Chinese shows, when there was a sentence that I didn't know, or something that I liked, something that I would be able to use again, I would write down a Chinese sentence in my notebook just for practice reasons, or just, to have it. Because a lot of the way Chinese people teach, or how you learn Chinese in China, is a little different from how you would learn English, for example, or other languages. A lot of it is learning by heart, like you would learn a sentence by heart, or even like a whole paragraph. Sometimes we would have to learn like whole paragraphs by heart, like really long ones. So, like sometimes it would be like this long, because repetition, and I never liked it in the beginning, but it does make sense now, because oftentimes you will just learn a sentence, and you can always like use it for other situations, like the same sentence. So yeah, they like learning things by heart. And that's what I did. Hey Nash, evening Oscar's mom. Hi, how are you doing? How's Florida? Is everything okay down there? How's the weather? Here it's going crazy. It's storming and thundering and raining and all the good stuff. Yeah, you were so hardworking, I guess, because close to 2 years I'm still not trying to learn those letters, although I understand Mandarin now somewhat. Yeah, I imagine that you probably can understand when people talk to you in like certain phrases and words, that you hear often. But I get it. Writing and speaking. Writing is not as hard for me because people are different. Some things come more easily to other people. So writing Chinese for me is easier than speaking it. Speaking is always for me the hardest part. Just not even vocabularies back then, but more like grammar. Just because it is just so different from your original language that sometimes you make the mistake and you translate sentences, or you try to literally translate them into Chinese and say in Chinese while thinking in German or English. But as a mistake, you have to like completely like not do that and just like start thinking in Chinese and then making the sentence in the target language and not translating that in your head. It's a mistake a lot of people make. And then you get confused and it sounds weird and like not like the original language. Like it sounds like a foreigner would speak, right? And it's not the goal. Obviously, you always have an accent, but sorry, man. Full disclosure, I haven't been sleeping well for quite some time, and I'm slow on the uptake than usual. Oh no, don't. It's okay. Misunderstandings happen, and as long as you guys came to an agreement and you understand each other now, we all understand things the wrong way sometimes, especially when we're sleep deprived and all that. So I'm sure everyone understands. And thank you guys for understanding and all that. And it's not always what people do. Sometimes people just freak out and don't even try to understand each other, and get offended. Even though the other person is explaining that it wasn't offensive. So yeah. And I'm so sorry to hear, brother, that you're not sleeping well. Is it because of your back, or you think just different reasons? I can see the light show over your shoulder. Don't freak out. I'm not. I'm trying. That's why I'm sitting like this. So, thunder makes me a little unsettled sometimes. So I'm glad it's behind me so you guys can see it, but I won't. We're here and we have a chance to see them on China's Victory Day parade. Oh, you will? How cool. Nice. Well, keep us updated, Sam, how it goes, how the parade will be and everything. That's exciting. Thank you for making up, guys. Finally cooling down here. Went for a long walk in the woods with dogs. No, they're snowing. Oh, nice. Ach, I miss Florida woods. Just the smell. I don't know what it is. Is it sandalwood? Just something. There's like one tree or like a moss or something that's a very aromatic flavors, not flavor, accent. So it's almost like a perfume when you walk into a forest there. I definitely miss that. Mixed with the sand on the ground and just being able to walk barefoot and yeah, Florida. What a cool state. And that's cute that the dogs are snoring now. I'm glad you had a good time with them. We saw them from quite far. Oh, you already saw them? The parade's already over. It was on Victory Day. Oh, 3rd September. Okay. And you have that's cool that you saw them from far, or yeah, just in general, that they were there. Um, Not saying that, I'm like fangirl or anything, obviously not, but yeah, I was about to say something, I forgot. Mr. She distracted me. I just have a pinch of insomnia every now and again. Lasts for a few months, then go away for a few years. Oh, for a few years. Okay, that's good. When almost 5:15 at night. Brother, I feel you. I have the same. My grandma probably gave it to me, I assume, because she had it too. Okay. I have the insomnia too. Like I have a super light sleep. Not trying to compare, be like, I got it too, not saying like it's not a battle of insomnia here. So I'm just saying, just to tell you that I understand that I have it too, just trying to share that you're not alone. And yeah, I know the feeling. So 5 hours is usually my normal time for me too. 6 is when I'm like sleeping well, when I'm like, getting a good night's sleep. Like 6 to 7 hours is like basically like I will feel amazing the next morning. But 5 hours is usually my normal too. Sometimes even 4 hours. So, and I know that's not good. So yeah, I hope it will go away for you soon, Shuriken, that you will get a long, long break from the insomnia, and that's neat that you at least get those few years. It's going away. Hopefully it will be like this. Will be like that again. Once you're through it. I want to make it clear Shuriken and I were never fighting. As stupid as that sounds, there is no ill will on either side. I'm not mistaken, just the clumsiness on internet text. Okay, I appreciate that, crap. I never really thought that you were fighting, so that's why I was confused in the beginning, because I know Shuriken and I know you. So, I mean, not saying I know you guys, because, but for I know you well enough to not think that you were fighting, because I know, or I think I know you well enough to think that or know that, you know. So yeah, but I appreciate you making that clear again, and yeah, I'm glad you guys talked about it. And the internet can definitely be a place of a lot of misunderstandings, especially texting, where you read things the wrong way, or you have a typo, or anything, you just miss a comment and you just like skip one, anything can happen. So internet is a risky place. 5:15 is bad. Yeah, 7 at least. That's true, Sam. That would be good. 7 is definitely the minimum that people should have. I know. But it's not always as easy. Who's fighting? Funny heard fighting and he came back. He's like, I don't care about this food. I gotta see that fight. Like a UFC fight or something. Okay, Shuriken agrees for crap. That's good. I'm glad. And Jesus, I think English is an easy language to learn as a German, yes. But that's me as a German, saying that. I don't know how it would be for someone with a Romanic language, or like a Korean, Chinese, I don't know how it's for them. Right. Yes, Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan, by the way. And there's cats all around me. I mean, it's only two. It's not that I'm like in a cat shelter or anything, but my cats are definitely very vocal, right? So you're not hearing weird things. It's happening. Do you think English with that? Are you sleeping only 45 hours in a day, Amy? If it's true, then it's not good. Yes, like at night, then yes. But I will usually like take a nap, like another hour or so during the day, if I can. So, but yeah, 5 hours is usually my go-to too, unfortunately. Yeah, the same sleeping boat. Thank you, Shuriken. I hope the same for you. That's definitely tiring, literally. But yeah, what can you do, right? If you stress about it, it just gets worse. So, but I appreciate it, brother. I need to sleep early, right, tomorrow. Have a good night. You too, Nash. Thank you so much for being here and for saying hi. And yeah, I hope the weather will stay nice for you and you'll have an amazing weekend ahead. And please say hi to the girls for me and give them a good night pet. Bye, Nash. They've done studies and concluded that there are some people who just need less sleep than others. I heard that too, only 5 hours. I heard that too, and I know there's like some like gurus and stuff, that only need like 4 or 5 hours. That's what they say at least. And they're okay, but I don't know how true that is. And there's also people that do the biphasic sleep where they like sleep 3 hours, 4 hours, wake up, do something like go work out or do their chores and stuff, and then they go back to sleep or sleep like later throughout the day, and they do it in like two phases basically. I heard that too. And I did try that once, but it felt very weird. I think it takes a lot of time to get into that sleep cycle, and I don't know if that's worth it, if I want to try that. Long term, I don't think. I need 7 hours of sleep to make sure that I don't feel cranky and I'm not a douche to others. Well, yes, I would prefer that too. That would definitely help me too. Hi, Sunshine. I appreciate that. Um, Yeah, funny. I agree with you. I'm not necessarily cranky. Sleep definitely helps me though with my mood and, just everything, just being better at the gym, more focused throughout the day, not sleepy. So, yeah, it's definitely tiring when you're not sleeping well. Funny is still here, I think. Or again, he's back. He was gone earlier. Hey, to India, to Sunshine, thank you. Thank you. My cat's beautiful. I agree. I think they're really cute. I know about those studies, but if you have time and can sleep, then you should go for it. Yeah, I think even a nap sometimes helps. Like there's the studies from Japan too, where they say 20-minute naps or 10-minute power naps in between the day is also really good. Everything that's what I heard. Everything that's about over 40 minutes is not ideal for napping because then you mess with your sleep cycle again. And it's not considered a nap anymore, I think. But 20 minutes to or 10 minutes to 40 minutes is apparently a good time for napping. So if you can squeeze those in, I think that's always helpful too. But obviously not too close to bedtime because that will again mess with your sleep schedule. So it's like super complicated. You can't nap too much, but then you don't get enough sleep throughout the whole day. But I don't know. It's not easy, is it? Just came back and made amazing pan-seared chicken. I was gobbing on it. Just came back and first comment I read is crabs. I am not fighting. I'm sure you like that one. And that sounds amazing. So you guys are late night eaters too. Because the husband, for those that haven't been here earlier, he was making chocolate covered strawberries, super cute, like a huge plate of it. They're in the freezer right now, and I know I shouldn't eat them, but he made them, so I better eat. Sam, I gotta show you my shirt. It says protect, attack, snack. So, yeah. Funny already pointed that one out. If I happen to get too much sleep, which happens every 3 to 4 years, wow, I really feel like garbage, just tired all day. 7 hours is definitely too much for me. I get that. 7 hours is not too much for me. I think that would be actually good for me if I could ever get that in, if the animals wouldn't wake me up all the time. But 8 to 9 hours, that's when I'm like a little, I feel like it's too much for me. So I feel that. But 7 hours, I don't think would be too much for me. Wow, that's crazy. Maybe you're just really one of those people that doesn't need much sleep. Stressed about Oscar. I'm not stressed about Oscar. I'm just like he's like the older he gets, the more he moves around and walks around and like gets like his like weird dementia phases where he just walks around the apartment into like a corner and just stands there. So it's like my motherly instincts, even though I'm not a mother. But my old dog is like he's like a little baby to me, So whenever I feel like he's like walking around and like nervous or he wants something, I wake up from that, So I have a very light sleep. So for me, I had my exams the next day, so I tried to sleep only 5 hours and saved 2 hours. Oh, I get that, Sam. Yeah, when you have like a regular sleep schedule of 7 hours and then suddenly that gets disrupted and you're not used to that, that definitely messes with your day. I feel that. And get ready for many more of those days because those will come later on. Yeah, during university, I remember those days so too well. Right before graduating, before releasing that stupid thesis and stuff, like, I set my alarm, like, I slept like 2 hours for like a week every night, only 2 hours just to be able to finish my stuff, just because um, perfectionist tendencies, you never get done with anything, like it's never good enough, so you just like keep working on it until like the deadline is there and then you're forced to hand it in. And I actually watched a video about perfectionism today, a very interesting video about Carl Gustav Jung, psychologist or psychologist, I think, from Germany. It's a psychologist. It's like on a level as Freud and yeah, I think psychologist. Um, and he talks about uh, perfectionism a lot, and he says that perfectionism is not like a something positive or like something that you can, it's not like a trait, like a good trait. It's like an internal fear of the self, and I'm not getting too deep into that, but it's like a very interesting topic. So a very, very cool video. If anyone is a perfectionist, I highly recommend to look it up. Carl Gustav Jung, Perfectionism. I tell everyone that I get answers to complex problems and dilemmas during sleeping. Of course, it's an excuse. I know, like, you should get those strips, those nose strips. They help a lot, I heard. I never had anyone that snored as a partner or anything, but I know that from people that have partners that snore, they get them those nose strips and they have worked wonders, I heard. And what I do for a living, I work in nonprofit. I do senior exercises and like yoga and stuff with them, and like weight training, just like exercise, fitness, blah blah, and food bank, like organizing a food bank and stuff, and giving out food for people that need it. I tell you, I read that. I'm not a late night eater. The chicken breast is going to expire today, so I thought, oh, I get you. I have, yeah, those days, I have those too where I'm like, oh, I forgot to make this. I have to use that up now, so we have to make it now or never. I get that. I've noted that I practice things in my sleep and I see the benefits of that practice in waking life. That's handy for sure. That's crazy that you do that. I've never done that before until university. And during my first 3 months, I think, of Chinese, my intensive course, where I was just like bombarded with Chinese, my brain was like overloaded. My boyfriend back then told me next morning that I literally slept like this. So I was sleeping and I had my eyes closed and I was doing this. Like I did this, my hand was up, like I was sleeping, but I was like writing characters, like in the right stroke order, or I was like practicing the stroke order in my sleep with my hands. Like that shocked me, just knowing that. I was like, I did that? That is crazy. So I can definitely see people practicing things in their sleep now after I heard that story. Protected attack snack and then complain there's no more snacks. Yep, exactly. That's definitely true for me. I can work 10 hours of manual labor and still only need 5-6 hours of intermittent sleep any longer. Oh wow, okay, so you guys are both in the same boat with the 5 hours. Not bad. I don't think I am. I wish I was, but I do work on 5 hours, don't get me wrong, but I do get sleepy in the afternoons. Pizza night. That's why I didn't even ask Shuriken. Usually I ask people what you guys eat. But I knew it's pizza night for the Shuriken Zone. The cornerstone of nutrient American food. Yes, everyone needs to eat pizza on Friday. I forgot. I want to introduce that to our house too, but Friday just rolled in and I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't have a pizza ready. Oh, I didn't even feel like pizza. What did I eat today? I don't even know. I can't remember. Funny, we just talked about that, right? Like memory, like retaining information. And I remember you saying that you don't even remember what you had for food yesterday. I can't even tell you what I had today. So there we go. Pizza is really the staff of life. That's what the husband would agree on. He loves pizza. I'm indifferent about pizza kind of sometimes. I need dreams though. I think all day regardless of what I'm doing, but my dreams have a way of wrapping up the day's thoughts into just before I'm a means of moving on. I think that's what dreams are supposed to do apparently. Dreams have still not fully been figured out by scientists. Like it's still like a mystery, but I think that's like the common like what people agreed on, like most scientists, that dreams are just digesting thoughts and interactions throughout the day and like emotions and stuff. So it's good that people dream, I think, if that was true what they say. I can definitely see that. I dream a lot too, and usually about things that happened to me for the day or the week or people I met and stuff. So same for me. Crap. Someone was snoring beside my seat in a cinema hall. That was a unique experience. Oh no. Oh, talk about cinema hall. I went to see the new Conjuring movie yesterday. I was in the premiere. It's like a little bit about Annabelle and but also a new story in it. And I kind of like the Conjuring movies. I think they're very well made. Dreams happen due to REM, rapid eye movement, and the more you have REM, the more you dream. Well, I guess I have a lot of REM then because I dream like it's insane. I could like make a movie out of every night I sleep. There's so many things in my dreams. Um, I didn't know that they happen through the REM. I thought, okay, interesting. Thank you for teaching me something new. You were writing in your dreams? Yes, I was writing. Like I was using my hands and stuff. Like I was like raising up my arm and like practicing. Whenever my classmates used to sleep with their mouth open, we used to put tissue paper balls in their mouth. Good old days. Who sleeps and still does homework? Only you. Well, it's probably the only time I was doing homework. I wasn't doing it during daytime. Although, yeah, in the beginning I was, still motivated and stuff. Yeah, we were talking about that. I remember. Amazing story. I'm super cool and the only subject of dreams, and know I have them, but I very rarely remember any dreams. Thankful for that. I had night terrors as a kid. Yeah, me too. I have the most terrible dreams. Like I have like horror movie material, like crazy horror movie material. Like sometimes I wake up and like, whoa, like why so dark? Like, sometimes I'm like, can I have nice dreams? Like, of like cute things, but my dreams are like sci-fi horror movie, like crazy horror movie dreams sometimes. So it's not very restful dreams. Sometimes, but yeah, I feel you, Shuriken. I wish I wouldn't remember mine sometimes, but yeah, how I wish I lived. Yeah, I could have hung out with a couple of beers and talked about it. Yeah, sometimes I wake up in the morning and tell my husband about it. It's like this was such a effed up dream, like really effed up, but almost to the point where it's like cool that you could make that into a horror movie. I tell him, he's like, oh wow, yeah, that's some crazy, crazy shit. Um, and funny, you had them too, and Shuriken both while awake. Whoa. Okay, that's next level. Dreams so strong they need subtitles. Yes, it's true. Like it's like that. I wish I was like a camera in my head, like filming all that, and then subtitles for sure. I hate to hear that, funny. Yeah, me too. For, like especially during the daytime too. That's wow. I'm sorry. I hope you don't have it anymore. And sorry, Shuriken, you had it as a kid. I know how terrible that is. Like I had to have like lights on sometimes to sleep, like my whole ceiling lights and stuff, and have I asked my sister to sleep in my room, or I would like leave the door open, or I couldn't even be alone in my room sometimes, stuff like that. So I know how hard it is as a kid. Hi Lily. For all we know, I mean, you may be a closeted psychopath that you never wish to come out. You should have your pronouns as boob. Right? Who knows? Honestly, I think I just have a very vivid imagination. Like, I like, I've always been like that. I used to write stories a lot and stuff when I was a kid. My teachers always told me that I have a very vivid imagination, or a crazy not like fantasy, like just imagination. I think it's just part of it, like how my brain just makes up stuff, and as long as it's just dreams, I'm okay with that. But it just still sucks. Like I just wish it was like cute dreams, like I said, but you don't have any control over that, right? And I do remember my dreams next to me. They're absolutely unspeakable. Yes, I don't want to say I'm glad that you understand, Shuriken, because I'm not. I wish you had like dreams of cute rabbits and cute cats and stuff, or anything like positive. So I hate to say that. I'm glad that you understand, but yeah, that's how it is. Yep. Hey, Srikant. Hi, amigo. Hi, Danuja. Second time coming to your live friend. Hi to India. And thank you for joining. I mostly remember the bad one, but the good ones only stick with me for about 5 minutes after I wake up. Yes, that's true. Yeah, for some reason the bad ones always stick longer, right? I feel that one too. Sometimes I do have good ones, rarely, but it does happen, and then you just forget about them right right after they happen. Or you just you remember them, fall back asleep for like 5 minutes, and they're completely gone before you can even tell people about it. I didn't even read that crap. Like sometimes the mods take care of it before I could even get to the comments, which I'm glad about. This Halloween, you should dress up as Harley Quinn with the Joker face paint, Oscar as the Riddler. I was thinking about a costume. We had a conversation about it earlier. That's funny that you just brought it up. But I was thinking more about like Jurassic Park theme, just because I love Jurassic Park, or something like that. So I think that might be our go-to for this year. But That would be funny to have Oscar as the Riddler. So for me, it's usually bears or police instead of ghosts. Who said ghosts? Did someone say ghosts? Because for me, it's more here. That ones are like you're running from a ghost, but somehow can't run or something. Oh yeah, those I had those as a kid a lot. Like those where you try to run and you're like kind of like super slow and like kind of stuck in mud, or like your legs just won't do what you want to do. Those are so annoying. Like just that feeling. You will remember that feeling all day long. But yeah, bears and police. I don't think I've ever had that one. That's interesting how we all have like such different dreams. Like, you sound more like logical, like realistic fears, like a bear or police. Something like that you would encounter in real life. For me, it is more. It's either like water, like ocean, like something like really like waves, tsunamis, like dark, like ocean, like out and open, and like being like in like very deep water. It's usually my horror movie scenario, or something like super crazy, like I don't say like something like crazy stuff, like Conjuring type movie potential stuff that I dream about. Like the Conjuring movies aren't even like getting close to what the dreams I have, so, and it's not every day, obviously. Don't worry, it's not every day. It's just like when I have them, it's crazy. And I did have dinner, Srikant, but I can't think about what I had, to be honest. It's been a while. Like I've been live streaming for a couple hours now, so my whole brain and my whole retention span is like full with conversation we had. So everything before that is like blank. Stupid English language. I'm sorry. Wir können Deutsch sprechen, wenn Deutsch besser ist. I still remember the last full-blown night terror I ever had, and it's the only one I can still remember. I was 9 or 10. That's still my metric for existential terror. Oh, wow. It's early. 9 or 10. And it's crazy that that must have been a crazy dream if you still remember it so, like vividly, or, from being 9 or 10. I have a very funny night terror. I'm not saying that's like a funny topic now, but I have my night terrors was actually a potato that talked to me. And it sounds super stupid, but it was one of the worst I had when I was like little. Like I was super little. It's like the first night terror I can remember. And then later on, it was more like dinosaurs and stuff, because I watched a lot of Jurassic Park and stuff. It was my only movie I had back then. And I watched a lot of horror movies as a kid, just because I would often watch like the movies we had at home, and it wasn't like a lot of kids stuff. So yeah, I think that really just like shaped my brain, when it comes to dreams. But yeah, one was with like a talking potato, and that sounds stupid, but thank you, Nayan. That was one of the worst ones for some reason. I've had falling down never-ending stairs dreams too. Oh wow, never-ending. I never had that. I had those, where you like trip and then you like wake up from it, like when you fall from something, and I remember reading why that happens, but I forgot. So there we go again, retention span. But yeah, never ending stairs, that sounds terrible too. Turkey is a nice country, and we all know how great that country is. Turkey is a good, really cool country. Who's this? Imagine that wasn't the husband. Would that be crazy? What bad dreams I had, I can't remember more like hellscapes, but I think it's bad practice to say too much about your worst dreams or fears. Oh, I'm sorry, you ate too much chocolate. And yes, I agree, Shuriken. That's, yeah. I agree. Same here. Hellscapes describes it pretty well. Yeah. And, yeah, I did tell my husband a lot about like the dreams like in detail and stuff, but now I just try to just not do that, because I feel like if you do that, it sticks in your head longer and it makes it more important, you know. So I guess it's also part of what you're saying. You kind of give it more importance and like more power basically over your thinking. So I'm just trying to just, you know, forget about it. Hi Deepak. Hi to India. And Merhaba Husso. I think you're from Turkey, I guess. This is what happens when you go on live after 10 p.m. Dudes be welding on the other side of the globe. Stay late till 1 a.m. and I bet you will marry again. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's definitely different. Sometimes, like, I don't read the bad comments just because Sam is doing a good job at moderating, but I can assume that for some reason it's different. Or I already felt that sometimes when I stream in the mornings or when I was streaming in Germany, there's differences, like depending on how late it is for some people, and nighttime brings out different sides in people. Yeah. People's brains just turn off a little at nighttime. Isn't that like a rule? After like midnight, people become a little bit more, you know, this and that, and less rational or less holding back less than they would during daytime. I don't know what that is. It's probably kind of like just because the brain gets sleepy. I could see that it's like kind of like being like a tiny little bit like in a drunken state, you know, where you're just like not fully like there or like accountable anymore. Thank you, F1. I agree. Jesus loves you all. Have a good day. You too, Esrika, and thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a good day. I'm gonna head out too, guys. Her name is... Thank you, Sam. Yes, you can call me Rika, giving a bad rep to my hometown. Oh no. I missed something then. I didn't see it, funny, so it doesn't count. No bad rep. It's all deleted. And yeah, what can I say? There's a lot of bad rap I could get from Germans, you know, that's going on right now. A lot of crazy things going on over there. So we are not our country, we're not our towns, we are not our jobs, you know. We're just ourselves. And I do like traveling, Deepak. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. Sometimes, you know, when I'm forced to travel, I'm glad when I don't have to travel for a while, and sometimes I enjoy just being in one place and just go camping. But yeah, my last trip was... Hi, Bratan. Wie geht's? My last trip was to Germany, actually. Deepak, back to see my family. And that was 2 weeks ago, actually. Not even 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I've been back for 11 days now, 12 days. Sorry, just I think it's some of the usernames. I like reading usernames too. Some are really funny. Some make me question why they chose those. But yeah, sometimes it's good to not question things. Oops. Good night, Shuriken. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us again. I know you already dipped out earlier, so I'm glad you came back and hung out with us for some longer. Every continent except Africa and Antarctica. Just the ones with the A. And Australia. So that's, yeah, Australia, Africa, Antarctica. Yeah, I haven't been to those before. But yeah, thanks, Sam, for the time. I thought America was a play on words for America. Crap, but it actually is a play on words for America. You're not stupid, so you're actually smart. Good job on that one. Bist still here? Still here. Ich bin immer noch hier. Yep. Camping, well, this is the only thing I didn't try. You didn't? Camping is really neat, so you should try it eventually. YouTube, bye Crab. Thank you for hanging out with us. I am waiting for the movie quote. Shuriken, please tell before you go. Yeah, me too. I was like, I can't leave before I didn't hear the movie quote. And I have not been to India, but I would like to go one day, Deepak. Must be beautiful. God willing, we will prevail in peace and freedom from fear and in true health through the purity and essence of our natural subconscious processes. Dr. Strange, nice, cute. Thank you, Shuriken, for that quote. Appreciate that. That's a good one. And on that note, I'm gonna say bye. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the cats first. But yeah, on that note, I'll say bye and good night to everyone, or have a beautiful day to everyone that already lives in Saturday in the future. Here it's still Friday night. I wish you all a beautiful weekend, and be safe and take care, everyone, and enjoy the weekend as much as you can. Kitties. I'll see you all. Bye bye, and thank you for everyone that's new, and thank you for all the conversations. Good night. Good night, kisses from the cats. Good night, everyone. Martin, I'm in the USA, by the way. But I am German. Saturday afternoon. Feels like it's already Sunday for you. I feel like I've been here for like 8 days. Or like 2 days now. Good night, y'all, and have a good Saturday, Sam. Bye bye. 明天见. Bye bye.